Hello, everybody, and welcome to another edition of the IWC Radio podcast. This is our reaction show to WrestleMania XL Liberty Bell. How you guys doing? I'm Smoot along with Chucks and Will. No Beans today, although he did show up earlier in the call and then I think he ghosted me, to be honest with you. He was like, "Oh shoot, the guys are calling. I'm just gonna hang up on them."
Just run away and pretend I was never here.
Yeah, pretty much.
It's supposed to be a new era, but some things never change.
In fairness to him, we do a show on a Tuesday, so unlike the rest of us wrestling fans, he does seem to have a bit of a life. So
that is true, yeah.
You know, we can cut him some slack on this one, I think. I'd normally tell him, he should be here.
Also,
he should be here.
I'll
make him feel bad about it next time he does show up.
Yeah.
Also,
it's only WrestleMania.
Yeah, only WrestleMania. Also, here real quick. Last week's show was kind of a disaster, a little bit, because some sort of issue was happening with the upload stream. So if you go to our page here, real quick, just click the IWC show, go to videos, and
we've got Moana.
Well, Moana's in there.
We're going to get copyright struck by The Rock.
Yeah. Well, I thought we would have had the preview show uploaded over there. I thought it was.
It's
but
there, isn't it?
Is it? Did it get blocked? Wouldn't that be something? The VOD, the recorded VOD gets blocked, but the live stream's fine. Anyway, yeah, all right. Just check out the preview show for what it's worth. Maybe all the technical issues like distorted.
Oh yeah, sorry. I meant to tell you. I did look through it, and it was okay. It didn't seem to be any problems. I only glanced through it, so there might be something I've missed, but it seems to be okay.
No third-party issues or anything like that?
No, nothing.
Okay. All I was saying was just upload the VOD, and I was expecting it to be there, not Moana.
No, true, yeah.
That's pretty funny.
That was also the best review we've ever had for the show. I skipped through it, and it was okay. We should put that on the front page.
Should do.
Fair enough.
We should. In everything spirits of the new era, as we were told several times during the weekend.
Mm-hmm.
It is a new era in more ways than one, because we are now, we've been on Twitch a couple of weeks now, but once even, but we are now under our own name. We were on the old Peter Exclusive account.
That's right.
But we are now IWC Live. Yes, again, all right. IWC Live on Twitch.
Mm-hmm.
So if anyone wants to join us over there, if anyone wants to really give it a hand, I've opened up. We actually opened up a Facebook page about 6 years ago and never used it. We put all the graphics up again this weekend and opened it up again. So if anyone wants to give us a like, do a search for IWC Radio, IWC Show, sorry, on Facebook.
On the Facebooks and all that. And yeah, the issue last week was part ISP and then part of that weird winter storm that we had. And we think that moisture got in somewhere in like the electrical area, and because like half the living room doesn't have like half power, and like one of the bedrooms on the other side doesn't have power. So I'm thinking water got in somewhere, and resetting the circuit breaker isn't doing anything either. So probably gonna have to get an electrician out here to get things going. So that being said, that whole ordeal, I was wondering when I was talking with the ISP, they said that the modem levels were quote unquote out of range. And I was wondering if maybe there was some sort of surging going on, and that's what the modem was tracking, I guess. But they also said that they were having some sort of work being done on the line, and some sort of power failure happened, and like their infrastructure couldn't handle all the traffic or something like that. Some along those lines. So that's why everything last week was really wibbly wobbly and possibly low quality or whatever. But if you guys didn't see any issue or buffering and whatnot,
mean, let's be honest. It's always quite low quality. Let's just be honest.
Hey,
But
too much traffic on the road to WrestleMania.
that's true. That's true.
Sure. It's
should,
true. It's true.
should we get into should we get into it?
Yeah.
Let's get into it.
Why not?
All right.
Yeah.
Sounds good to me. Here is the prediction game right over here for WrestleMania Saturday.
Yeah. So, I guess we'll just go straight into it.
Yeah.
We had nothing on the pre-show. The pre-show was 2 hours of CM Punk talking with Big E, which is amusing enough. My thumbs down for this week, by the way, is this pre-show. Last year, the guys on the pre-show panel did predictions. And I was kicking myself then because I was away for the weekend for some reason. And I couldn't write down, I couldn't make a note of what they'd predicted. And I thought, for the whole year, I've been thinking next year I'm going to get their predictions and it'll be hilarious. I'm going to add them into the prediction game. And they're going to have points as well. And the guys are going to find it hilarious. The whole year I was planning this. And then they just didn't do it. They didn't bother doing predictions. And then Michael Cole and the other guy, Corey, I think it was Corey, or was it Pat? Pat was on the pre-show panel, I think. They both just disappeared towards the end and got replaced. So even if they had done predictions, they wouldn't have been consistent. So, thumbs down, no predictions on the pre-show. Would have been nice to have them involved.
Yeah,
There you go.
See what you're saying. I'm going to go early with a thumbs up then, if we're talking. I actually liked the format of the pre-show. It was a bit different to what they normally do. Normally they just, I mean, they did a fair amount of this. They did a fair amount of just talking about what was coming up, obviously, they can't really do much else for a pre-show.
Mm-hmm.
But it was just little things they did differently. Like they showed you what was going on backstage. They showed you. It's always been a big thing about WWE. They don't show you anything around the ringside area before the show starts. But this time they were showing you everything. They were showing you all the fans coming in. And
yeah.
It felt a lot more real. There was one thing on the second night. The guy I don't like.
Logan Paul.
Jeff Jarrett.
Who?
Logan Paul.
Did you say?
Logan
No,
Paul.
no.
And then Chuck said Jeff Jarrett.
No, I don't like him, but he wasn't there. One of the new guys they have every now and then, the bald guy.
Oh, Rosenberg.
Him, yeah. I was getting mixed up with the other fella, but it was him.
Who's the other?
They had him. Sam Roberts.
Sam Roberts. Oh no, he's not bald at all. He's totally the opposite.
Well,
Yeah, I thought
Oh,
he
or
was
is he
bald.
going bald now?
I thought he was bald. Anyway.
I thought he had crazy hair.
he did.
He did.
Yeah,
Not anymore.
Did you not see the stream?
I'm only seeing thumbs.
Yeah, I think you're sharing the
Oh,
wrong
I'm sharing the wrong monitor. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on 1 second. There you go.
Yeah, I
see
said
him?
he was bald.
Oh wow,
Yeah.
that's Adam Pearce.
No, that's Sam Roberts.
No way.
You are-
God, his profile.
Yeah,
Jesus.
that's the best photo he can find.
Good Lord. Yeah, that's what he's been kind of trimming it
like
down.
that.
Middle ground.
Yeah.
But,
Okay, well, Sam Roberts anyway. We're not talking
Yeah.
about him.
the other guy.
Wait, why did this need... Wait a minute. Why does that need a warning to it? Showing
Sensitive content.
Wait a minute.
While you're on that page there, Smith, sorry, just go up that last tweet.
Up here?
Sorry, yeah, see that top picture there? Yeah. Just keep that handy for when we proper do the thumbs down. I'm going to come to that now.
Oh, okay.
Megan
Sorry.
catching strays.
No, she's okay. It's not really her or him for that matter, but we'll get to that. Yeah, so they had the other guy. What's his name again?
Rosenberg.
Rosenberg. Pete Rosenberg.
They had him. He was doing an interview backstage, and then he did a sort of POV thing where he did the walk through from backstage right through Gorilla to the stage outside. And I just thought it was kind of cool. Obviously we've seen more backstage recently than we have done, but it was quite a cool little segment just to see the whole thing in one go. So yeah, I thought that was kind of cool.
Cool.
It was a very different type of kickoff show. It felt a lot more like a sports show, I thought.
So what am I putting down
Yeah,
for your box here? Is like a more realistic presentation?
Yeah, the pre-show itself just felt more of a more worth watching. It wasn't just four guys talking about what we're gonna see next year.
Yeah,
all
Alright.
things happening.
they had Big E and CM Punk on as well. They were like the mainstay
Yeah.
guys. Usually it'd be Booker T and like Jerry Lawler, and this is a massive upgrade because those guys do say things that normal people say. They're not. If you put the Miz out there, you know he's gonna do like the corporate line. But those guys are very, I don't know. They are their own people, and they say their own, whatever they're thinking, even if it's not totally what they would be told to say. So they're great talking heads to have. They make jokes. They're funny guys. Yeah, big improvement on the old ones. Except that they don't do predictions.
Yeah.
Speaking of predictions, let's.
Do you want to go back to that, or do you want to finish up this segment here?
Well, I think the thumbs up are probably going to come from the show, so maybe
Yeah.
we'll have to come back to it.
Okay.
Come back to it after we've done the Mania card itself.
Unless any of your thumbs are about the pre-show.
Not right now, no.
Oh, cool.
I've got a joking thumbs down, but don't put it in the card. I'm just going to mention it. Whatever the hell Michael Cole was wearing.
What was Michael Cole wearing?
He was some kind of.
He kept complaining about how cold he was the first.
Oh, that was throughout the whole show. Yeah, they didn't get him with that. Hey man, McAfee, the pair of them kept whinging about how cold it was. Just shut down,
Yeah.
shut up. Sorry.
No, you're right. Definitely right.
He had a little joke about it himself. To be fair, on the next night, he said they were calling me WWE's resident meteorologist last night.
Yeah, he did keep banging on about how cold it was. Yep. So we had. Oh man, I don't have the matches in order. I'm so bad at this. Night one, Rhea Ripley was out first, and Becky Lynch. Have you got thoughts about Rhea Ripley and Becky Lynch?
I like that they use the fancy dancy camera for the presentation of the challenger versus champion.
Did.
Oh,
Yeah.
the 8K cameras, yeah. They were
Yeah.
quite cool.
With the blurry background, portrait
I
mode.
like the I can't remember the name of the band doing the entrance. They were pretty good.
They were pretty
Motionless
good.
and White. Didn't think of their name.
Yeah. Rhea Ripley's favourite band, apparently. They kept saying on the commentary.
When the following night, I think it might have been last night on Raw actually, McAfee was talking about it.
Mhm.
And he sums it up with, what about that guy with the face?
Yeah. But if you saw the guy, he is the guy with the face.
He is the
It's
guy
not
with the face.
inaccurate.
He's right.
What did you think about having the Prime logo, Prime bottle on the canvas the whole show?
Yes, I was going to mention this. I wasn't that bothered by it as much as I thought it was going to be.
It looked tiny, to be honest with you.
When he showed it off on that SmackDown a few weeks ago, and it was massive and in full color, I thought that's going to look horrible.
Yeah,
Mhm.
but if it was just the black outline and all that stuff, I mean, it's
Yeah,
fine, I guess.
I think it was just the right amount of I can never say this word, subtleness.
My issue is probably here we go again. Hold on.
Oh.
My issue is probably the entirety of the advertisements around ringside here.
Good. That's where I was going to go with it. The Prime bottle was not so bad, considering you had dude wipes and like everything else, American insurance or something. Just everything
American
was
Home
plastered
Shield,
with,
yeah.
Yeah.
Some of them weren't so bad, but then others. I mean, the one of the main events was it Home Shield or something. That was it.
Yeah. Home Shield.
It just there was no contrast between the ring and the barrier.
That
So
and
it just looked weird, and then because it was bright white, it made the actual screens look terrible.
that and the whole dude wipes thing, which, okay, haha, funny name, but like, I gotta find the example here, but like, the placement from the hard cam.
You just saw the top of all of the things, so this one just said
right.
dude.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Or
right.
the other one said American.
Yeah.
It's not even a good advert.
People said, "Oh, let's have wings for the black ladies that are in the match or
Jesus.
whatever." That's what they said. Look.
No, there's a few. There was one. There was a Hispanic brand with
Yeah.
the all Hispanic guys as well.
The Agua Fresca, the Minute Maid.
That's right. Yeah.
I noticed the dude wipes were in both the women's matches.
Yeah.
Yeah. Someone
Yeah,
pointed out,
it's-
and I'd never really never even thought about this before, but since someone pointed out those, they say the chicken advert during the black people match and other things.
Yeah.
Someone pointed out that, and since they pointed it out, I've never really been able to unsee it. But Triple H seems to like sticking his ethnic minorities in groups.
Oh God.
Have you noticed? You've got
With the pride as well.
That's
the
a
Pride, all the black guys together. You've got all the Spanish
LWO.
guys together.
Yeah.
LWO.
That's probably a
Got all
Bruce
the
Pritchard thing.
All the foreigners together in Judgment Day. There was another one. There was I don't know if he's got something he needs to be telling us about, but he's got all the ethnics seem to be together. All the British guys, Newcastle Republic.
You catch Republic.
Yeah.
What do they have in common? Well, they're from the same place, so they're obviously going to be friends.
Yeah, I'm trying to find. I had like a perfect. Yeah, there's the one with Aqua Fresca. Yeah.
That's right, yeah.
Yeah, right there. I don't mind the advertising, but like this was just kind of like over the top here for both nights, and like the grouping it with like, oh, the Mexican drink for the Mexicans, matching the stereotypes and whatnot. That's kind of a bad look. I
don't know if
blame
you've
Bruce
seen
Pritchard for that.
He's getting blamed for a lot of things, isn't he?
What else is my?
I don't know if you seen my tweet during the main event on the first night.
What was
There
it?
is- You want to throw that one? Because the advertising for American Home Shield was bright white.
Oh yeah. You
It
could see
ruined-
the cracks in the LED boards. Well, not cracks, but like the separators.
Where they join up, basically. Yeah. Looked absolutely terrible, especially when they were on a close up like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's bad.
But
I
I think
yeah.
the advertising doesn't really bother me as much as it does some. I know a lot of people get a bit weird about it, but I think if you've watched any Premier League football game for a while, I think you get used to it.
Yeah, so that's the closest comparison I could think of as well, especially
Yeah.
with the boards all around the outside.
Yeah,
But a football pitch is so much bigger.
it
And
is. To be fair.
There's more that you're kind of looking at. It takes up less of the screen. This is it's right there. Everything they do, especially they go to the outside a lot, right next to this American Home Shield. Yeah.
Here are some of the other ones here, like
What else we got?
scroll up here. Yeah, this is what you were talking about, the dude.
Dude.
Just dude.
Dude.
And then like for the American Home
So that one
Insurance.
doesn't even look like an advert. It's just
Yeah,
dude.
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 And then for the American Home Shield, it's just American.
Yeah.
And you can't.
American.
And they centered it on the guardrail so that you can't even see it at all. So it's just this white
Yeah.
void.
Well, that's what annoyed me a bit. It looks you can't really tell where the ring stops and the
Yeah.
other bit starts.
Oh yeah, especially at the top. But yeah, true.
It's just I'm so, and then people in AEW, when I pointed out the action figures and the Ric Flair juice or whatever, they were upset with me because it was like, oh, it's only a 5-second shot. It's like, no, like we don't need all this crap around the ring, dude. That's the whole point. We don't need the announce table to look like a man cave. We don't need to be brainwashed by a bunch of advertising.
I get the way they're looking at it now. Obviously, it's a lot more corporate these days, so I kind of get. I mean, I'm surprised they've not done anything with this before with the advertising around the ring. I think they're a bit late to the party on that. They should have done it years ago, really. But I think they could tone it down a bit and not be as in your face as it is at the minute.
I think that might be the next step. This was the first time they've done it quite this badly, and I would imagine they learned that it doesn't look great.
I mean, like you said, that the Prime thing, that didn't bother me at all. That's
yeah, well, exactly. That's actually
alright.
Subtle compared to the rest.
Yeah.
Have you watched any or much like UFC where they've got the adverts all over the floor?
That's what I was gonna illustrate.
And all over the guy's shorts and stuff.
Yeah.
Everywhere.
That's what worried me when it was first talked about, when the takeover was first talked about, and a lot of people pointed out that UFC is really real heavy advertising sponsorship. And a few people said it's going to be coming to WWE, and I think they need to just tone it down a bit. That's all. I accept they've got to do it. They've got to make money, but. Just wait to do it, isn't it, I suppose?
What if we had...
Uh-oh.
What if we had the American home shield in this corner here, okay?
Is that a block of cheese?
No, that's the house, and then that's the shield to mimic the logo here.
Okay. Oh, I don't know what the logo looks like.
And then we had, like, Slim Jim over here. And then we have, like, maybe Dude Wipes down here. And then, Agua over
whatever,
here. Yeah. What if we just did that? What if we had all of that and then Prime in the middle, and then not have to worry about all this other crap around the ring?
So I think that's the big selling point. I mean, if you're going to say to a company, we'll brand the whole area around your brand.
You're going to have the whole main event. It's going to be your ads everywhere.
Exactly.
Yeah,
especially if
I don't like
once
that.
they go to Netflix, I'm guessing they're not going to be able to do the same kind of advert breaks that they do right now. So this is the ad.
Yeah.
It's going to be more important that they do this kind of thing.
Speaking of random sponsorship and tie-ins and things like that, skipping back to the pre-show a minute, this just made me laugh. That was kind of funny. It was someone's actual job during the day to make an iPad hole in a steel chair.
Yeah. I saw this. I was like, what the hell?
They were using it as an actual. They were using it to take photos with the guy. I can't remember his name.
Peter Rosenberg.
Rosenberg again.
The other guy. I don't know.
Yeah, I like the slight hole, like right here.
For the camera.
Yeah, for the camera.
But yeah, so
I don't understand what it's for.
It's
a
the seat
chair
cam.
that looks at you.
Yeah, it's the seat cam, sponsored by Cricket Wireless, because of steel chairs.
I still don't get it.
I don't get it either. I'm with you on this.
Is this for like colonoscopy or?
Sure.
I just had the idea that at some point during the afternoon, someone going, right, we need this painted green, and cut a hole in it as well.
And an LED strip around the back.
Oh yeah, since you brought it up, here's Michael Cole's outfit here, which apparently had to get a hat for when it was...
and the gloves there, yeah.
That's when he was cold. Around,
yeah. Yeah.
McAfee wasn't bothered.
No.
Was he still wearing shorts? But McAfee always wears shorts.
Probably was.
Probably. I wouldn't be surprised.
Also,
yeah, the advertising. out of
We'll
control.
get to it in a minute, but someone must have told McAfee before it started. You can say the word shit a couple of times if you want.
Yeah, he went
Because-
crazy.
Because Christ did he make the most of that.
He loved it. You could tell he enjoyed saying shit so
He did.
much. He loved it like Chris Jericho loves saying ass. So much joy.
I guess it could be a thumbs up, but we'll get into that later.
Okay. So Rhea Ripley retained against Becky.
Yeah, pretty
And
good match, I thought.
we all had Rhea, Beans had Becky. Yeah, tell me about the match.
Can't really tell you much about what actually happened, and it was just a fairly decent regular match. There was
That'll do.
nothing outstanding, but nothing bad either.
Nothing outstanding, not better than Rhea and Charlotte last year.
No, I'd say that was probably a bit better.
Oof.
I would think so anyway. Don't know what you guys think.
You're probably right, but I like Becky more than I like Charlotte, so I kind of want to say this one's
Yeah.
better.
I mean, props to Becky for competing with, like, what was it, strep throat and a fever or something
Yeah,
like that.
apparently she wasn't
Yeah.
very well at all. Yeah.
Yeah, she did great. But Rhea's still the champion, so that means she's been champion for over a year now, like well over a year, and no signs of slowing down.
Yeah, something like that. That sounds about right, yeah. She's been champion
Yeah.
for quite a long time.
Cool. So that's one win for the Judgment Day, and for all of us. 6-pack tag team ladder match. Now it's a 6-pack match, so this, I guess, is determined by who has the best abs. In which case, Austin Theory and maybe Finn Balor, Johnny Gargano, maybe he's got a pretty good 6-pack. But no, of course that's not. It's just there's 6 tag teams in this big ladder match. We had the Judgment Day coming in with both sets of belts, and it was like we talked about last week. They had both sets hanging above the ring, and it was an excuse to split the belts up again, unfortunately. Somehow, Smoot, you called it perfectly. Awesome Truth and A-Town Down Under win these 2 sets of tag titles.
Well, look, when Will said that they had 2 sets of tag titles hanging from the ring, I was like, alright, there's going to be 2 different winners here.
Yep.
And,
Well,
yeah. I feel like
I
it should
think
win the
we all
game just
kinda-
because of that alone.
I mean, I think we all kind of thought this is where they were going with it. The reason why they were having 2 up there, but
Yeah,
But for
man.
some reason, we didn't do 2 predictions for it last
No.
week.
I've
I
got to
don't
be
really
honest,
know why we didn't, but we didn't.
we kind of laughed at you when you made that choice.
Yeah, well, I was
Yeah.
figuring, 'cause, like, R-Truth has been killing it lately in the comedy front.
That's why I went for
Theory
it.
and Waller were great on the Australian pay-per-view, which I can't remember. Elimination Chamber, right, in Perth. Give them the tag titles. Why not? Miz hasn't been doing anything. He's, kind of just schmucking it up. He can be tag partners with R-Truth and all that. And it
No,
worked.
fair enough. Yeah, a very good pick, though.
Thank you.
Yeah,
Not good enough to
fun
win the game.
Because
but-
you could have improved your chances by just picking one of the 2. You only needed to pick one, but you went for it, and it paid off.
That's not how the rules work, but okay.
That's how it worked for the rest of us. But you decided you're going to go all out.
You're quite lucky in a way because Theory and Waller got them first, didn't they? If Miz and Truth hadn't have got the other one, I'd be arguing that he
You'd have
didn't
been wrong,
get the point.
exactly.
Yeah, I would have been wrong.
Yeah.
You'd have been wrong. Beans and Will both thought New Catch Republic was going to win some titles, and I got no idea what they're thinking. Maybe they were drinking some Wheatley. So good, I drink it neatly. And on ice, and a whole bottle.
Yeah, oh my god, I couldn't stand the advertising for the vodka or
yeah.
gin and juice. Hey, don't drink and drive, but we're just going to promote, vehicles with their alcohol.
Well, that was a
song.
different one.
That song on the
It was on
the vodka
Cody's
advert.
Motor Coach.
Yeah, this is the one on. Yeah, that's true. I thought the gin and juice was different. Yeah, you're right. It's on
Yeah.
Cody's bus. I thought that the advert was a joke. The song "Wheatley So Good I Drink It Neat." That's not a thing, surely. But no, that's legit. That's actually what they're going with. And Cole
Also,
says he drinks it neatly on ice, which is
What
not
did you say?
what neatly means.
Cole, every time there was I don't know if you watched before Mania, it was on the Friday, the Pat McAfee show. I've never actually watched that in full before, and it was quite good. Actually, I kind of enjoyed it. But Cole was on it he was a guest with McAfee, and every time they made some reference to going out drinking or going having a drink or something, Cole, I think Cole's a closet alcoholic.
I wouldn't be surprised.
I think he's got some sort of problem. He's trying to keep quiet from everybody.
I mean, after being berated by Vince for many years, you'd be,
Well,
you know.
Yeah. I was gonna say you can't really blame him, can you?
Yeah.
But,
So here it is.
When Smoot was out there, he said he was going back to the bus later to drink
Yeah.
with him, and
There it is.
I think he's got a drink problem himself. I mean, fair play to him. He's handling it well.
Yeah, don't drink and drive, but here's advertising on a vehicle. Don't drink and
How was
drive,
the
but here's a
bus
car
on
next to a
fire
product.
on there Friday.
Oh yeah, his bus caught on fire. Yeah, I heard about that.
There's a theory
Yeah.
behind that, but we'll get to that later.
A theory?
A theory.
Austin Theory did it?
He didn't do it. No.
No?
I don't know of anyway.
Well, you never know. Could have been.
So do you get a point, Chucks? Is that what you're angling for here?
We both get points, yeah.
How? You got it half
How?
right.
Yeah, because we were only predicting one.
Mm.
I did
right.
not agree. I did not agree to that, for the record. I even said no. I'm picking Miz and Truth and Theory and Waller.
I know you did, and you were right to do that. But
But the match, if you
the
only
rest of
picked
us,
one,
for
the
some
match
reason,
would still be
didn't do
going.
that.
Yeah, the match would still be going if you only picked one.
I actually agree. I think we've kind
In
of. screwed
fairness,
over there.
we didn't know that there were going to be two winners. So
I mean,
You know.
when you mentioned that they would possibly have two belts, two tag titles.
You're right.
having
We knew there's a
suspended.
fairly strong possibility that.
Yeah.
We didn't know. But, that's,
I mean, I've got a great idea. I think you should both get no points just for fairness.
What do you mean? I got
both
it
get
right,
no
Will.
points.
Wait a minute. I'm about to join Beans on being screwed here. Wait a minute.
No, I'm only joking. That was a good pick, that's probably the best I've seen in our game.
Yeah, good pick from Chucks as well, but he's only half right, and we don't give out half points.
It's within the
Right?
rules, unfortunately. As much as I don't like it.
I picked the Awesome Truth. The Awesome Truth won. So
Yeah.
there you go.
That's half of the winners.
They won.
They won,
was
but
two
that's half
matches
of the
in one.
winners. There's two winners.
There was two matches being wrestled simultaneously.
No, there wasn't. What do you mean?
It was like that time where they did the men's and women's Money in the Bank at Titan Towers.
Okay, but that was then. This is now.
Yeah, time has passed. That's for sure.
It's
yeah.
one match.
It's one match with two outcomes.
With two winners that
With
I
two
got
winners, yeah.
correctly.
Two winners, The Miz and R-Truth.
Right? And Theory and Waller.
That is a theory, yeah.
Oh my
It's a
god.
theory.
You're feeding ammunition with Beans here. I gotta tell you.
Don't mean to spoil anything, but it really doesn't matter.
I know it doesn't matter, but like
No.
after all the grief you gave me over the years.
Have I given you grief?
Yes.
I mean, just for your wacky picks. I don't think I've tried to screw you out of points or anything. You just make
No, that's
weird
Beans.
choices. Beans, maybe. Come on, that guy. Not even here.
Yeah, he's not even here. I don't know where he is.
Doesn't even show up anymore. Yeah, where were we? Six McLaren matches. Yes, points for us, not for Beans and Will, because they think the New Catch Republic is a winning team. Maybe one day. Then we had a tag team match brought to you by some Mexican water.
Yeah, it's like seltzer water, but it's very aspartame to it. It's like aspartame
They
juice.
always are. That
Last time I
sucks.
had it. Yeah, it was not good.
Oh yeah, that's right. So the R-Truth won a ladder match finally, which means he overcame his arachnophobia.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
That from 12 years ago or whatever. Cool. Right. So then the Luchadors beat the Luchadors. Rey and Andrade beat Santos Escobar and Dirty Dom. Rey beats his son again, second year running.
Jesus. What a jabroni.
What a jabroni. Me and Will had this one. Smoot Beans went for Dirty Escobar. I'm calling it now. I think Dom is beating Rey next year at WrestleMania 41. I think they're going to do it a third time, and he's finally going to get the win.
Okay.
Assuming they have a match at 41.
That is the prediction. Yeah.
Okay.
Just throwing it out there. I think that's
Might
where
hold
this
you
is
to
all going.
that.
Yeah, do it. Worst that could happen is I'll be wrong. Doesn't happen a lot, but it does.
That or you'll just try to weasel your way to get a point.
What, for a match that's like a year away? I should
Maybe.
get 10 points for that if it happens.
No, the integrity of the game.
True. Good. I'm proud of you. That's exactly. Yeah, you're right.
I don't
You
agree
need
with him.
integrity.
That's what you told me over the years, the integrity of the
Yeah.
game.
You're right. Absolutely right. All about integrity. Yeah, Andrade and Rey. So this was a match. It was there. Zema Ion did a big jump.
Yeah, we showed the screenshot earlier.
That was the highlight of the match. The guy
He
that's
didn't
looking at
paralyze anybody either, so there's that as well.
it. Who was it that he? It wasn't Tony Nese. It was
No, it was Jesse Sorensen.
Jesse Sorensen. That
Yeah,
guy.
and then Dixie Carter was like, "You have a job for life," and then she fucking fired him.
That's so bad.
Yeah,
That's so bad.
and people want to stick up for her for some fucking reason. It's like, okay, whatever.
Next up was Uso versus Uso. Oh man.
Main event: Jay versus Just Jimmy in
Just-
probably the boringest match of night one. I gotta say.
I think you might be right. This was pretty dull.
Uh,
They did
Go as far as
three
to say
match-
this was the worst match of the weekend.
yeah, that's fair.
Yeah,
I would say so.
and not even because it was all that bad. It was.
It
It was
wasn't that bad.
fine.
It was just a bit dull.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it was just there. It could have been on TV. Before the match, they did a video package where they were standing next to each other, saying the same lines.
Yeah.
Which is strange, given that they hate each other so much.
Yeah.
I don't know how they get together to do this media stuff. They also had the quote greatest rapper of all time, Lil Wayne, bring it. Which I think that might have been the worst musical performance I've ever seen at a wrestling show. Even worse than Downstate at that AEW show.
Yeah,
He got paid for that.
for calling
He got
himself
paid
a
for that
venereal
and
disease.
called the greatest rapper of all time.
I mean, that's
MVP is a
Samantha.
greater rapper than this guy.
I feel like that's Samantha Irvin's bias, like trickling in.
Enzo Amore is a better rapper than this guy.
Yeah,
To be fair to Samantha, I
John
don't think
Cena's
that's her fault. I think she's been told to say that.
Yeah,
new era, pal.
someone thinks it. That's the problem.
So,
Yeah, the Uso and the Uso had a match and Uso won.
also, has Lil Wayne got any kids? Do you know?
Any
Who's that?
kids?
Lil Wayne, has he got any kids?
Maybe, why?
I just thought he should. If he's got a little son, they should call him Wayne. He should be called even Lil Wayne.
Lil Wayne loves being a dad of 4. Is that right? Yeah, he has 4 kids, huh?
Is his dad called Wayne? He's called
Is one
Big
of them
Wayne.
called Wayne?
That'd be great, yeah. I don't know.
have to rebrand himself Big Wayne, I guess.
Is Wayne's surname Little as his first name?
Maybe.
His name's not Wayne Little. Wayne. His name's Dwayne Carter. Okay.
What's that even Wayne car?
That was Dwayne.
This businessman. Next,
so he
next
has
you
a
would tell
daughter-
me the Undertaker's not a real dead man.
He has a daughter called Regina.
Pardon?
Nice. Second child, Dwayne the Third. So yeah, there actually is a Dwayne Senior and a Dwayne Junior.
Huh.
So there's a big Wayne, even littler Wayne.
Yeah, he is now Medium Wayne.
God.
And then he has a Cameron and a Neil, apparently.
Cameron and Neil, that's... He didn't get the memo, did he?
What, Cameron?
I don't want to call them a name, can you?
Lil Cameron.
Mm.
There probably is a Lil Cameron, actually. There's a lot of Lil rappers out there these days.
Right, sure.
So yeah,
The last discussion we've just had on his name, by the way, was about 10 times better than his performance.
Yeah.
you know, he could have come out and just said, by the way, I have a son called Wayne. And actually, he's the third, so he's even Lil Wayne. And my dad is also Wayne, and he's like a bigger Wayne than me. That would have been a better... That's true, though.
Definitely.
I think everyone would have enjoyed that. Don't know who that entrance was for.
Or alternatively, he could just not have turned up. That would be 10 times better.
Got a point.
That's true.
Anyway, main event Jey Uso won.
Main event Jey Uso won. That is the story there.
Yeah.
Then we had the chicken wings match with
Jesus.
Damage Control losing to the baddie section, Jade Cargill and the girls. It's an excuse to get Jade on the show. They did that.
Yeah.
For the last two matches, Smoot has gone with the obvious losers, and I don't really know why he did that, but
Mainly for the prediction game. I mean, I really thought like maybe Jimmy Uso. I mean, he's like the bad guy. You know, there hadn't been many bad guys going over on the predictions at that point. Damage Control, I thought would have won because I think Jade would have gotten. Like I said, they hyped up the spot at the Rumble between her and Bianca. I thought they would have done something to backstab one another. But I guess this is just Team Bad 2.0 at this point. So I guess they're all they're all in with that. And also I thought Damage Control would get the win here, so it wouldn't be 0-2 for the weekend for them, because Bayley seemed like she was going to win the next night, and sure enough. So that was my planning with that a little bit there. But also, it was just for the prediction game. I had to throw some curveballs in there.
Different stuff.
Yeah.
It's Jade's kind of debut. She had to win. That's the way that was going to happen. There was no stabbing in the back, but there was a hell of a whip to the front. Cut in half.
Jesus.
That was bad though.
Yeah. I didn't see any photos of it, and when Becky got the whip, they showed like she had slashes all over it. I haven't seen if Asuka got that, but I would imagine there's probably some pictures out there of her.
Maybe. Definitely sounded bad though.
It sounded really bad.
Mm-hmm.
Then
I think McAfee mentioned it during commentary. They mentioned it quite a few times. The fact that they were quite cold. I don't know if you picked that up.
They did say that.
They were. I think they might even be cold. One of them particularly mentioned Dakota Kai's outfit.
Oh yeah.
The fact she must have been absolutely. If it was cold, she must have been cold, because that was quite lacking in clothing.
Revealing, yeah.
But yeah, fair play to her. If she was cold, then she didn't show it.
Well, we were talking last week about having like under ring heaters or something, right? So maybe it wasn't so bad.
You could kind of see them when the camera went sort of pointed up, and each time you could see them in the cover.
Hmm.
They looked a bit like lights, but you could see them even there.
Sure.
I don't think the wrestlers were particularly cold, because obviously once you're moving about and stuff, you probably don't feel it. But I imagine
the way Cole was
commentators.
talking about it, it was pretty cold.
Well, I
out there.
imagine they're sitting there not moving, aren't they? I imagine they probably feel it more. Like the rest of the crowd did, I imagine. I don't know if you noticed the crowd crowd on night 1 is generally quieter than night 2.
Yeah.
Freezing.
I think even Triple H himself said in the press conference afterwards, I think that's because they're not being frozen to death.
Yeah, the crowd were cold. Ha! Funny. Jade had a line drawn down, like right down the middle, and
Yeah, what was that all about?
but she did.
I don't know. I have no idea.
Like someone ran it over with the machine they use for paint lines on football pitches.
I'm
and
not
if
sure
you're in the
about
arena,
that.
that's a good spot. They should do that.
And Bianca and
Yeah.
Naomi were also decked out in gold, and she was wearing like silver white. So I don't know.
Well, apparently they're going by them three, Bianca, Naomi and Jade. They're now calling themselves the Big Three.
The big 3.
Yeah.
Why not the bad 3, the big bad 3?
Because they're not bad.
Team Big Bad 3.
Go with the program.
Team Bad 3.0. Skip over 2.
Big 3, that sucks.
I'm hoping they've not actually been referred to on the show as that yet, so I'm hoping they don't. But
So where did you get it from then?
They were saying it on on the kickoff show, but they've not actually been referred to on the actual program yet. So hopefully
Is that a
they
reference
don't.
to what's a big? There's a Big 10, right? Is that like college football or something?
Oh,
Basketball.
that was Ty Dillinger.
He was perfect. Another Big 10.
Here in the top comments of this Instagram post, you see Bianca just saying the big 3.
Yeah. Then there was a clip on SmackDown where they were doing like the 3 with the fingers. She can't really do. I can't really do 3 fingers, and my middle finger's fucked up.
The middle finger's fucked up.
No, not the middle finger. The one to your right of your middle finger.
The ring finger.
Um,
Wait, which way
the
am I
ring
looking
finger.
at my hand? The ring finger.
Your ring finger. I can't
So you
hold
just
it
do
up.
like a Matt Hardy.
I do, but yeah.
He's a free agent now.
I got it jammed in a car door when I was about 3, so I've been the same since.
Oh, jeez.
It's horrible.
I live though. I'm a fighter.
Yeah. Matt Hardy's a free agent, and they didn't take advantage of that on the Raw after Mania.
No.
Obviously not. They must think he's not a big deal anymore. Imagine. So Jade, I think we did that with the points and stuff. Cool. And again, you've gone against the grain here. You're off the chain and against the grain with Sami Zayn beating Gunther. We all thought Gunther was going to win the was going to retain the
I
IC
kind of
title.
did too, to be honest with you.
Yeah. But I guess this build-up, Chad Gable was the difference maker.
Who said to Zammy that you owe me a favor.
You owe me a favor,
End of the
yeah.
match.
Yeah. Looks like that favor might be the first shot at the belt.
Yeah.
It's sure to be announced next week on Raw.
Mm-hmm. So this was classic big guy beating up the little guy until the little guy gets a second wind and turns it all around. It's a brainbuster on the top rope and kicks him. That's it.
Yeah, that was some rainbow to that.
Oh yeah. Yeah, he's been watching El Generico. Picked up some points.
Yeah, a few tips of him.
Yeah. Throughout the match, Michael Cole was saying to call it. He can't go anymore. Just call it. You have to end the match, ref. Turns out that would have been a not so great. We've done that because Sammy still had something left, just as well. Michael Cole's not a referee, I guess.
That's right.
We've all been robbed of a moment. I still think it doesn't feel like the right guy. Right time, but not the right guy.
Yeah, I think there would have been a bigger reaction for Chad, I think.
Yeah.
But
Yeah, that's fair.
we're waiting for that. I mean, I don't
Sami
think,
Zayn, he had the thing with Roman. He had the world title match, which he was competitive in. Everyone believed in him at that level for a little while, at least. He was great with Owens last year at Mania, winning the tag titles. This feels like a step backwards.
Yeah.
Whereas for Chad, it would have been a huge thing for him. He could have stepped up. So I'm not sure. Not sure about this decision.
Trust the story or whatever.
Was this the match when you said Cole was trying to tell him to call a match? Was this the week you kept saying, "Come on, Eddie, call it. Call the match, will you?"
Yeah.
Yeah.
Alright, Cole, leave him alone. He's the ref, not you.
So Sami Zayn, your new IC champion, and only Smoot gets a point. He gets one back for that. That's
Yeah.
good.
It's another sign of I know we keep doing this now because we're in the new era, but another sign Vince is totally gone. They've done it for a few weeks now. The announcers are calling referees by their actual name.
Yeah, that's been happening a while. Yeah, that's cool.
What a strange rule. Why would you can't call referees by the name? Why would you
It's
even
one of
possibly
those
think
things he
that's a
came
good
up with.
idea?
He was fine with it for forever,
Yeah.
and then suddenly he wasn't.
Yeah, it made no
referring
sense.
to them by the names.
We spoke up one day, said no, I'm not calling them by names anymore.
Yeah, I don't like that. Don't like the names of the
I think it was
wrestlers.
after the Tim White stuff, wasn't it?
Tim, that
Was
was. Wasn't that
That
too
seemed-
long ago?
Seemed later than that, yeah.
Huh. Yeah, I don't know.
I can't remember. It's just one of those weird Vince things. He decides that there's certain words that he doesn't like.
Goddamn, pal, you don't call them by their name.
Speaking of Vince words that you wouldn't normally hear, another one, they kept referring to Gorilla as Gorilla.
Yeah.
You never heard that during the Vince era, it was always the backstage area.
But you'd never see it either.
But you
Whenever
never see
they
it,
did the
yeah.
backstage thing, they would
Yeah.
cut it at the curtain and then
Yeah.
carry on from the other side. They always walk
Yeah.
through it now. See it a lot. Um,
I think we're going to be doing that a lot over the next couple of months. Comparing
Probably.
stuff that we
yeah.
from the Vince era to the new named the Paul Levesque era or PLE.
Oh,
Hey.
hey.
I can't
Well,
claim
that's
that
another one, I
myself. I stole that off someone on Twitter.
Are they going to call them pay-per-views again?
No,
That was
I
because
don't
PLE
think.
was a Vince thing.
I think that kind of works better than pay-per-view because they're not pay-per-views anymore, are they? Really?
I know, but that's what everyone calls them. That's just sounds more right than PLE.
PLE, I think it's kind of stuck now. I think it does kind of work.
Yeah.
I'm used to
Oh.
PLE now.
No, I don't like it.
I don't like it either.
Yeah, maybe you're right. Maybe they'll stick with it. And main event time. I think that's it. Yeah. Oh, they announced the attendance 72,000 and something.
Is that the real attendance or the gate
I
attendance?
would imagine it's probably the what do they call it? The entertainment portion of the attendance. It was probably 60 something. I'd guess, but who knows? I guess the numbers will come out sooner or later.
Did you see Punk on the I think it was the ESPN after show, whatever they were doing? He was on there with the Miz, and they were talking about the attendance, and he said, "Are you gonna get a tattoo with the number?" And, no one got the reference, I don't think, but obviously he knew what he was getting at.
Has he had that removed? Because that's really bad.
I don't know.
Yeah, that sucks. Yeah, main event time. Cody comes out. Seth freaking Rollins comes out. They this one was it the next night where they had the choir. I think that's the next night, wasn't it? Anyway, so Cody, the freaking nightmares, they're out. The Rock shows up. He's had an upgrade. He's Rock version 10 now. I don't know if you heard.
Yeah, just...
They were installing that all weekend. And he came out and electrocuted the WWE Universe.
that was warm them up. It was too cold.
So,
Yeah.
they were cold. They didn't need to be fried.
Also fair.
Yeah, that's apparently that's allowed now. That would never have flown in Vince's era. You can't electrocute your paying audience.
Well, we're giving them away.
He is literally the most electrifying man. So and then Roman Reigns, he's Roman. And Rock said some words that he's not allowed to say, as he does.
I don't fuck around. You can't.
Yeah,
You're
that
fired.
kind of thing. Can't be fired. Who's going to fire him? The rest of the board? Ha! I'd see him try. McAfee said that The Rock was on the juice, which was funny.
I don't know how the fuck you can just casually say that with The Rock as the boss, especially when he just said that he doesn't fuck around.
I don't know how McAfee gets to it off the shit he says sometimes.
Yeah, for real.
Yeah.
Speaking of McAfee, I've got this shot of when Reigns was coming out. And they were all doing the wands to the sky.
Yeah.
And they got this shot of McAfee and Graves doing it, and Cole was having none of it.
Yeah.
Look, the face on him.
Yeah, he's not happy. Yeah, especially at the end of the match, he was really hating on the Bloodline. He was not a fan. Which, given his history with The Rock, when he was backstage interviewer, and The Rock was not kind.
I mean, he made Kevin Kelly basically mentally think that he's part of QAnon now or whatever.
He's not part of QAnon. But yeah, Kevin Kelly, the coach, and Michael Cole, they got some bullying. Bullying was okay back then.
It was allowed back then.
It was allowed. And Rock was a massive prick. So, I guess Cole remembers that. He's a big time hater now. Sure enough, as expected, the Bloodline wins. Rock pins Cody, in fact. So, I didn't have that. I had him pinning Rollins, but...
Do you know what it reminded me of a little bit? During the actual match, the not totally, for a little bit. The Anarchy in the Arena match AW did. Just with the chaos going on. The only thing it was missing, they should have a Kingdom playing throughout the whole match.
They should have had Jericho threaten the referee. You count, you're fired.
Yeah.
That would have been lousy. Sorry.
Did have a little vibe of that.
I still
He
think
kind of did do that. That was the story of the match, right? That he was kind of threatening the referee, like, you're going to let this go.
Yeah.
And that's how they ended up winning. So, yeah, I suppose, why even bother with the match at that point? Just tell the referee to call it.
Yeah.
Well, yeah.
Fake forfeit, like Montreal. So, yeah, Bloodline wins. Rock pins Cody. And that means we have Bloodline rules for the next night. Main event. Do we go straight into it?
There was a very good shot of
yeah, we all got Bloodline on that one.
Yeah, we all got Bloodline on that one.
Yeah. Sorry, Will.
There was a very good shot of Cody after the match, sort of sat up in the ring. And they did the exact same shot from Mania last year.
Yeah,
it was quite
with
clever
Roman behind.
Yeah. Really good though.
I'll have it queued up, but yeah, you're right.
I thought it was a good, decent enough match. I thought it was good to see The Rock taking a few bumps as well.
Yeah, Rock looked good.
Yeah.
This far
Well,
as I could tell, he didn't hurt himself, so that's huge.
Debatable.
Well, for someone who hasn't done it for, what, 8 years, he looked great.
Nah, and even that 8 years ago, that doesn't really count.
Well, that wasn't really a match, was it, no?
No. It was 11 years since the Cena match. That's a long time.
Did you hear about his prep? What he'd done for this?
He said he was in I can't remember how many weeks it was, but it was a pretty significant training. Was it
12
weeks or something?
12 weeks, he said.
Yeah.
He said he had a ring shipped to his house in Hawaii.
Mhm.
And another one to his house in California, so he was always, wherever he was always near a ring. And then he didn't actually mention it was in some interview he did on Friday, I think it was. He said he had some wrestlers, and he didn't say who, shipped, just say shipped out to do in a box. They
Amazon delivery.
they flew out to help him out, and apparently it was Dallas, the Scottish guys from NXT.
Oh yeah.
Apparently they were helping him, and it's since come out. They did a full sort of run through, obviously not with Cody and Roman and everybody else, but they did a full run through with Chad Patton, the referee. He went out to help them as well.
Oh, that was nice.
So it looks like he's done his work. To be fair to him, he's not just turned up.
Here's The Rock nearly falling on his ass that they call a low blow to Seth here.
But even that, look how quickly he's moving his feet there.
Yeah, I know.
He's nimble.
I know. It just looks funny.
Nimble for an older guy. But yeah,
51 he is now as well. He's
51.
yeah. He's alright. Like,
Anyway, so the end of night 1, Beans got 3 points, Smoot got 4, Will got 5, and I got 6, which cemented my win in this season.
Hey.
Yay! Again, I have now been champion for 1,316 days. Someone knocked me off. Nope, never gonna happen.
We'll see.
Never gonna happen. I'm the head of a table, and the table just keeps getting longer. I'm like Vladimir Putin at the end of my giant long table. I've championed so many times over, and I keep adding new tables to my table.
You IWC's tribal chief.
Yeah. I'm the big dog now. I'm the big leaky dog.
Yeah. Anyway.
The second night then opened up with the world title match. Was there anything on the pre-show on this one? I don't think there's anything too special.
I tuned in
No.
late
No.
on both pre-shows, so I'm like, fuck it.
Yeah, you didn't miss a lot. It's the same video packages they showed before each match anyway.
I kind of
Yeah.
figured, yeah.
Yeah,
They did do something. Remember we mentioned about them doing different things on the pre-show. They did something. They showed they did it on the night one as well. They showed the commentators making their entrance.
Mhm.
Yeah.
That was kind of cool. And then obviously with the night 2, it ended up showing Punk as well because obviously he was on the first match. But
They're
Yeah,
part of the show,
that's-
too.
little things make it a bit more real again.
Yeah. So Drew McIntyre didn't come out to this Fireburns. That would have been great.
God, that would have been
Oh,
amazing.
fuck me. That would have been something. No, instead he had I'm pretty sure they said the Ulster Scottish Bagpipers.
Yeah.
Ulster's in Northern Ireland.
Yeah. I
Do the
think-
geography,
yeah.
pal.
Why wouldn't you get Scottish Bagpipers?
I don't know.
There may be another Ulster somewhere.
K-Fab
New
the
York,
ribs.
I
I don't know.
Seth Rollins comes out with a choir and he does this thing. I don't know what this guy was wearing, but that's the gimmick. He was particularly freaking tonight. Punk was on commentary. Said some stuff. It's fine. Rollins was hurt, I guess. His knee has been playing up for quite a while, according to all of the stories now. But he was good. He fought through it. Consecutive matches here. One last night and this one here. But 2 matches, 2 losses. Drew McIntyre, your new World Heavyweight Champion. Thanks for coming, Seth. There's a new Drew freaking McIntyre as your new champion. So that's points for everyone. We all win. Except for Drew, funnily enough. He couldn't resist rubbing it in CM Punk's face. He was standing on he crawled over the table very seductively.
Yeah.
I don't know what that was all about.
You've given him a lap dance.
It basically was. He was crawling. Yeah. At one point during the match, Punk said it was 40 years since the first WrestleMania, which, as you remember, pretty sure, I don't know if we talked about the WrestleMania 25 was not the 25th anniversary of WrestleMania.
Oh, they do this all the time, yeah.
They do this all the time. No, it was 39 years since the first one. How it works. Yeah, so that was the thing. Drew crawls over the table. He had the belt for a few minutes. Punk sweeps his legs out. He did the crotch chop right in his face or something. He was asking for it. Punk swept his leg out, took his arm brace off and whacked him with it, which made it look like he might be just about ready to come back.
Yeah.
He's looking good. He's moving all right. So
He kind of hinted that on the Ariel Helwani show.
Yeah.
Yeah, he did a bit, yeah. Anyway.
Which is really unfortunate timing, right? If you're ready to come back the week after WrestleMania. Couldn't you have just worked WrestleMania? It's the most annoying time to come back to health. Anyway, Punk lays out DM Hunk, and out comes Damian Priest. Of course he does. And simple cash-in match. Damian Priest is your new World Heavyweight Champion.
New World Order.
Yeah.
I thought it was pretty great, yeah. The way they did this. Probably one of the better cash-ins they've done.
Yeah, I thought it was pretty cool.
I was looking through our 2024 predictions, and apparently I had Drew McIntyre cashing in on The Rock. I thought he was going to cash in on the other title. I didn't see this one coming. It makes more sense, though.
You thought he would have been the new People's Championship champion.
Yeah, exactly. That new title. Yeah, Damian Priest, Judgment Day. Having a pretty good weekend.
Yeah, good for him.
Good for him. Not so good for Drew, who was champion for about 4 minutes.
Yeah, they were all saying that, he was never going to cash in, weren't they? But turned out he was right to wait.
Yeah, did it. Strange.
There was a great edit someone made. I'm trying to find it for you, but I can't find it, but I'll tell you about it. Oh, I might actually found it. Sorry. Yeah, I have. So, the bit when Punk's beating down McIntyre on the outside. I think we'll get away with showing this. It's only a quick little clip. For 4 seconds it is. I don't know if you want to throw that up. So, that would have been 10 times better.
What was it? Hold on. It's 8 seconds for the record. It was Jack Perry. Okay, I gotcha.
Yeah, okay.
That actually would have been pretty funny, yeah. Missed opportunity. Anyway.
But yeah, no, good cash in. I thought one of the best, like you say, one of the best ones he's done.
Yeah, Damian Priest always felt like one of those guys that was never gonna quite make it. To me, I thought he was gonna be
Under the Vince era, I definitely would have suspected he cashes in and loses.
But he said himself, I don't know if you saw the press conference afterwards, but he said a year or so ago, he said Judgment Day wasn't really working out.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And he
they
said
look like
he was
goofs.
he looked like he thought himself he was on the risky list to get him fired.
Yeah. The risky list. I like that.
He's on the bubble. Well, he's 41 now, apparently, and
Rock's 51. What's your point?
well, The Rock's The Rock. The Rock's been there. He's one of the biggest stars that there has ever been. Damian Priest, he's been around a while. He's never quite made it to the top. He's now getting to that age that you think they're probably looking a little earlier, a little younger than that for their top guys. I would have thought he was going to be like a... There's just certain guys like Umaga or Ryback who are like, yeah, maybe you can have a title match occasionally, but I just don't see it. I don't see you as champion. And I thought he was going to be one of those guys, but apparently not. Triple H likes the guy, and it's cool. Like, let's see what they're going to do. I like that it shakes things up. It looked fairly obvious it was going to be a Drew McIntyre CM Punk thing. Maybe when Rollins gets back, he'll be involved somewhere. Now this is totally blown wide open. Especially with the number one contenders match on Raw that we'll get to probably in a bit.
Yeah, that was the only sort of disappointment, really. It's not really disappointment. I like I've always liked McIntyre. So it was a bit disappointed to see him lose straight away. I thought he deserves a... I mean, he got his moment, I suppose, with the title in front of everybody. He never got that before, did he? So.
No. But Damian Priest definitely got one. That's cool. We'll see.
He gets another moment in Glasgow in June, maybe.
That could be the one.
Or Glasgow, as they'll probably call it.
Glasgow. Right, we had a street... Oh man, this is where the show just went off the rails.
This is brilliant, I love this.
Snoop Dogg comes out, not to beat The Miz this time, but to do guest commentary. And then, this was the one where we had Bubba Ray Dudley out as the special referee.
Yeah. For some reason.
Snoop plugs his gin and juice brand. I think it was one of the other announcers asked him if that was his first drink of the night, and he kind of smirks and goes, nah. No, he was, what do the kids say? They don't say crunk anymore.
In Liddy City.
Lit. Yeah. He was somewhere. So Snoop was good fun. He's a wrestling fan, but apparently he's not seen a lot of wrestling because he was surprised at just about everything that happened.
I'm saying watch your back quite a lot.
Yeah, that's true.
He did. As you pointed out, Will, he did say this is big business right here.
I love that.
What do you mean? That's what your cousin is.
Yeah, that's right. You missed that show. That's what he was supposed to get. Snoop says he was about to say something he can't say. McAfee
He probably could have. He probably could have.
McAfee said, you can say it, you're Snoop Dogg. McAfee is not Snoop Dogg, and even he can say it.
Yeah.
So the match itself was all over the place. It was good fun. That was it an 8-man tag last year with the Street Profits in, which was also a total filler, but ended up being really fun.
Probably.
Yeah, you're right.
This was basically that. Street Profits are great.
We've missed two quick things. By the way, sorry, just going back to something else.
Are we talking about Scarlett here?
Hey.
Hey.
No, what have I missed there? I missed.
No, he said we've missed two great things.
Oh, right, yeah. No, yeah. I'll go with that.
Okay, 4.
Well, just on that note, it was nice to see Steph again.
Yeah,
Steph? Was Steph?
Definitely
yeah.
was
She kicked the show off. Remember?
No.
No,
Was she there?
Yeah, she was there. Where were you? What the hell?
I don't know. I was probably getting my drink or food or something at the start of the Drew match. Or...
No, this is the
No,
start of the
before that.
show. The start of night 2.
Remember
Yeah,
on night
so-
1 when Triple H did the whole Welcome to Mania thing?
Yeah.
She did it
Yeah.
on night 2.
Oh, she did it on night 2. Oh, okay. No, yeah, I missed that. Apparently, it's late getting there.
With some cool, funky sounding remix music as well.
Oh, of her
I
Queendom.
guess. Yeah.
I thought it sounded quite good. I want to release it too. Quite cool.
Just rehire Jim Johnston.
Yeah, well, that's not.
But he's ancient now, right? Jim Johnson.
Yeah, but who cares as long as he can still make music if he has an ear for
Wow,
it.
can he still make music? He's 71. He'll be 72 in June.
He can still do it.
Maybe. Maybe.
But yeah, it was nice to see Steph back. And there's something else we missed out, which I can't find. I'm going through my tweets for the night. Oh, McIntyre sending a tweet in the middle of his match.
Yes. And then
Very good.
replying to his own tweet.
Yeah,
And
that's
we saw the
it.
reply as well.
Yeah.
Yeah. He tweeted during the match, was it bored at work?
LOL.
Lol.
Bored at work, lol. Yeah. So it was the Pride guys that won that. Point for me, point for Smoot. Beans and Will went for Final Testament. Not this time. What else?
That in that match, I don't know what you call it, the jump that Montez Ford did over the ring post.
That guy can seriously jump.
Where the hell did he come from?
In the ring.
Finish too, his big splash off the top. He's,
Yeah.
like I said here, the only thing higher than a yeah, now you know where I'm going with that. The only thing higher than a Montez Ford big splash is the guest commentator.
I've just
Um,
one of my tweets said, and if you watch that much back, you'll notice Cole barely said anything. Could he just let Snoop? I said Snoop then.
Just that
You went there, Snoop.
should have been.
Yeah, he just let Snoop talk nonsense for the whole match. It's great.
He knows that that's what we wanted.
He's a
He could have
legend,
put Snoop
yeah.
Dogg there. Don't try and call a wrestling match. Just let him say stuff. Speaking of saying stuff, he's going to say some stuff later on as well. They did the Hall of Fame induction ceremony, and I don't know if you guys agree. I've had a couple of replies here with people trying to point out my mistake. No, didn't make a mistake. I'm saying
You made a mistake on what happened there.
well, I didn't. So my point was, I said I can't argue with any of the inductions. I think everyone who went in the class is fine. They're all Hall of Fame worthy, not a problem with the guys. But it feels like they're missing a headliner. Like there was no big name at the top of it. Like they've had Hogan on there, or Austin, or Ric Flair, or some like Sting, some big name from wrestling history. I didn't think that Paul Heyman felt like a headliner. And I had a lot of people going, Paul Heyman, actually. There was a headliner, it was Paul Heyman. Yeah, I don't
See what you mean? I mean, it did
doesn't
seem a
feel
bit.
like he's on that level to me.
Yeah.
Headliner level.
I mean, I kind of get it. Here's a guy who's infamous for tanking his company to where WWE bought it.
Yeah, did you see
Kinda.
his speech?
I mean, he told a bunch of people he can suck his fucking dick, basically.
He did.
And then Randy Orton got up and it was like, I don't know what he did, but it's pretty funny.
Yeah. At the start when you come out, they were all chatting, you deserve it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you're damn right, I fucking deserve it. The clip as well, when you can see when he says that. I think it's the same guy who clipped the Orton bit. It's quite high up. And as soon as he says, you're damn right, I fucking do,
Cody Rhodes just looks towards Triple H, just like, is he allowed to say that? Can he say that?
He's not allowed to say that. No.
Triple H is like, no, he's not really. But he's done it.
But The Rock says it all the time, so what the hell?
It was really
Yeah,
good speech though.
Oh, I bet that's his thing. Yeah, great manager. I don't know if I should say great promoter. He had his issues there, but influential and revolutionary and all that. Definitely got his place in wrestling history. I've got no issue with Heyman being a Hall of Famer, but I kind of thought maybe The Rock should be in there, or maybe Batista could have had his,
Yeah, he never
whoever.
got his moment, did he? Yeah.
Pandemic
main
happened
event
when he was going to go in.
There was a bit of a rumor not so long ago that they were going to put Wyatt in there this year, but I think that might be a bit too
They
soon.
said too soon.
Yeah.
But they did put, instead of putting Wyndham Rotunda in there, they put Wyndham and Rotunda in there.
Yeah.
So
The
that's
U.S. Express.
old US
Yeah.
Express.
That was quite a nice moment. They had Bo Dallas and his sister do the little introduction for him.
Yeah.
It was
Yeah.
a good show, but I've said this last year and I'm going to say it again this year. They need to put the Hall of Fame back on its own night.
Yeah.
Because it's just too long. I mean, you could see having it after SmackDown. They were really weird with the order they did it as well. Because as soon as SmackDown finished, I mean, we were doing a show, weren't we? We did the show on Friday last week. You'd think, as you say, Heyman's probably the headliner of what they put in.
Mhm.
They normally have that as the last one, don't they? That's like your main event, if you like.
Yeah.
It was first. They had Reigns. I mean, I don't know whether Reigns didn't want to stick around or what. I don't know what. But Reigns came out straight away and did introduce Heyman, and Heyman did his thing. And then as soon as that was on for about 20 minutes, half an hour, and as soon as Heyman had finished, you could literally see the crowd just dying, just going after he'd gone, and no one was interested in anything else really. They were all there to see Heyman, really.
Yeah.
It's a
No
Philly
respect
crowd,
to the
yeah.
other guys.
Yeah.
The guys who were in Philadelphia, like you say, they were already there to see Heyman. So once he'd gone, they started going home. But there was so much to a point that after they came back from the ad break, Corey Graves, who was doing the host with what's her name, Jackie Redmond, he sort of said, don't go anywhere, still to come, we still got, and he went through, it was still to come.
Yeah.
But I mean, I think I was watching it live. I mean, I know it's not really, you don't take us into account, but obviously being over in the UK, it was 6 a.m. before it finished.
Oh, jeez. So who
And-
actually went on last then? Was that the US Express?
No, it was. You've probably forgotten now. The Rock's grandmother.
The Rock's grandmother, yeah. Oh, The Rock's mother, yeah. Sorry.
Oh, so The Rock. No, it was your right, the grandmother.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
His
Well,
mum
his-
was there to accept the
Yeah.
accept the foot. Obviously, The Rock was the last big appearance. So you can kind of see why they did that because obviously The Rock.
To hype up, Mania.
But yeah, it just didn't say it was. I think it was well past midnight local time. So surely, I mean, could they not just do it on a Thursday night in its own place again like they used to?
Yeah, so if you got to sit through a SmackDown, which is a long enough show, you go out
That
for
was
an
it,
evening,
yeah.
you watch SmackDown, like that's enough. Then you've got to sit for like an hour while they put the chairs out, and then you've got however long this thing. Yeah, yeah.
It's a long. I mean, we did a double taping of Raw and SmackDown a few years ago, and that was 5 hours because you had main event or whatever in between, and that was a long enough night. But I mean, at least there was something happening. You watch the matches and stuff. You were, but when most of the shows just people talking, I can imagine that was a bit of a struggle for a lot of people there.
Oh yeah.
So I think they need to reassess the way they do that because it just doesn't work. I don't think. I can kind of see why they do it. Obviously, cost reason. It's obviously cheaper for them to do it. 2 events in one night. But yeah, they need to reassess that. Put it on a Thursday night or something, or maybe put NXT on a Thursday and have. You can't really do Saturday anymore, can you? Because of the 2-night thing.
Yeah.
Do it the week before. Do it on the Sunday the week before.
Could do it the week before. or you could do it in a different place. I know that would be more expensive. You know what? They should have the World, but they should just buy out that Hard Rock Cafe, bring back WWE the World on Times Square, and then just do the Hall of Fame there.
Hey, maybe.
But even you could even I've seen people suggest, but I mean they've done it before. Don't invite a crowd. Have it in like a closed studio or something, and just have wrestlers there.
Maybe.
Film
I
that
don't know.
anytime.
I don't
Well,
know.
you could do that. You could do that in the performance center whenever you like.
The
You know what I mean?
Performance Center.
And that's how they used to. Remember the old Hall of Fame format? That's how it used to be, didn't it? Used to have it. Wasn't many people there at all. And you could have not just you could have a lot of old wrestlers, not just the current wrestlers. You could have loads of them there, making the audience up.
True, and the Performance Center is in Florida as well, where everyone retires to, so
Yeah.
you'd actually be able to get them.
There'd just be a better way. There's just got to be a better way than the way they do it, because it's the lowest point of what I think is a good weekend. Having all the shows back to back, SmackDown, NXT, the big Mania show, and then the Raw on the Monday. I think that works really well, but that seems to be the lowest point.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, true. So that's Hall of Fame, guys. Decent group, but not the biggest or most entertaining. AJ Styles and LA Knight. And this might have actually been before the thing, but whatever. That's fine.
I think you're right. It was. Yeah.
So this is another one. Smoot went out of. He was off the chain. Say that. He's Bobby Roode off the chain
Against the grain.
We all went with LA Knight except for Smoot. Thought AJ Styles could do it. He did not. LA Knight, yeah, he beat AJ in an okay match. This
It was
fine.
decent.
It was there.
Yeah. Okay. My only gripe with this one, they kept saying Slim Jim far too much.
Yeah.
LA Knight still hasn't learned how to park a car properly.
Yeah, points assigned. Yeah, all good. And then the US title again. Smoke.
This was just for the prediction game. Look. If it's Logan Paul in a Logan Paul wins match, I'll probably pick the other guy at this point.
Yeah, he's never picked a Logan Paul, let's be honest.
He'll lose the points on principle. We all went with Logan Paul to retain. Smoot had Orton. Obviously, Kevin Owens also involved. There was a fun little moment at the start here where Kevin Owens had a little golf buggy thing.
Yeah.
I don't really know why, but he did, and he
before
drove that
that-
to the ring.
Just before that, sorry, before you get to that bit.
Yeah.
Don't know if you saw the graphics that he had on the screen. I got a shot of that. They were all
UC
ECW theme. I thought it looked really good.
Yes. Where?
But then, yeah,
on the-
as you say, he found a golf cart.
On the previous night, DIY, Gargano, and Ciampa, they came out as DX as well. And there's
Yes, he
apparently
did. Yeah,
cosplay.
that was pretty good.
Yeah, ECW KO. There was a video package where Randy Orton threatened to RKO Logan Paul right on his Prime logo. I guess it hurts more if you do it on the logo of the company that the guy owns. Kevin Owens drives his little buggy out. Randy Orton's music hits, so Owens reverses back up and offers him a lift.
How fast was he coming down the ramp?
Oh yeah, Orton had to hold on. This was dangerous. This was fun. This is going to be part of my thumbs up later. This is just like some guys having fun. Oh, and there was a callback. So before the Sami Zayn match last night, Zayn kisses his wife and kid, and he goes through Gorilla, and there's Kevin Owens, his on again, off again BFF, who says, "Get it done," or whatever it was.
Suck it.
Fires him up, and Zayn wins the belt. So Kevin Owens is about to go out. There's Sami Zayn, and he says, "Your turn." Fires him. Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's cool. These guys seem to be having fun and showing some personality.
I think you can say that a lot about WWE at the minute. They all just seem to be having fun.
Yeah.
Which is obviously makes for a better product when the people doing it are having fun, then people watching it will as well.
We'll definitely talk about that later when we get back to our thumbs. Kevin Owens hits a really nice moonsault at one point. Logan Paul, I was going to say fist his cock, that's not what, he cocks his fist like Roman Reigns at one point. I don't know if that's allowed.
No.
But he does it anyway. Randy Orton does a table spot. The table, I don't know when he's going to learn. He's a 22-year veteran now. He's been on the main roster. I'm not sure he's ever broken the announce table. It just will not cooperate with him. And then we have the Prime Bottle guy, the Prime mascot. It's not KSI this time. It's some dude called I Show
Still
Speed.
don't know who it is. I've never heard of him.
Yeah, he sucks.
Has he done something?
Uh,
What questionable things he done?
Yeah.
there was like, I don't know, there was like a video of him and some girl, and the question was like something like, if you two were the only people on Earth or whatever, what would you do? And he said something like along the lines of like, we would probably have sex, and then she said something that was like, I don't think so, and then he was like, who's gonna stop me? And she's like, I will.
Oh dear.
Yeah. There's that. He set off fireworks in his own
That's
room.
some El Riz right there.
Yeah. Yeah. He set off fireworks in his own room thinking it was a good idea. He he was playing Five Nights at Yeah, clearly. He played Five Nights at Freddy's, and I think it was Chica or something that jump scared him or something like that, and he fucking flashed his dick at it.
Really?
Yeah.
That's his reaction to being scared?
Yeah, and everybody was like joking on him because it was like, instead of I Show Speed, it was I Show Meat. Yeah, he generally sucks.
Okay, I didn't know that he sucked, but I got the impression that he probably kind of sucks.
Yeah.
It was just, he's dressed as a giant Prime Bottle. It's a bad start. Bad first impression.
At that
Colin
rate, get a
refers
real
to him
job.
as the Prime Bottle guy. Which,
Can we just point out, by the way, that we did have an exclusive last week in the Prime truck?
Oh yeah.
We heard that here first. If you were
Prime
listening.
Truck was on the road to WrestleMania. Yeah, that's right. Logan Paul shot some fireworks up at the sign.
Really terribly too, by the way.
Yeah, I mean, he's no Rusev.
That's actually what happens if you shake a bottle of Prime. Fireworks come out.
I like the sign that was like, Prime is too sweet.
That also tasted aspartame, by the way. The one that
Lemonade one's not bad, but I wouldn't say it was nice.
I don't need to buy it. I bought it once to try it out, and yeah, I'm done with that.
Yeah, if it's aspartame in that
I
one, it's
don't-
probably aspartame in all of them for you.
Yeah,
The lemonade one just tastes like someone's let lemonade go flat.
Oh god.
That's fine. I don't mind a flat lemonade, a still lemonade as they call it, when it's intentionally flat. That's fine. Pellegrino does a decent limonata, but yeah, no, Prime. It's not for me. What can I say? Just not the Fortnite generation. Logan Paul wins anyway. What are you gonna do?
Fuck him.
No, I'm not gonna do that.
I'll not do that, no.
Don't do that, but in general, just he's a.
But who's gonna stop him?
Oh my god.
So then it's the women's match. We've got which one is this? The WWE Women's title, currently held by Io Sky, defending against her former teammate and I guess boss, team leader Bailey. Bailey comes out to some kind of Egyptian theme. I don't
Yeah,
know.
what's all?
Get that.
This
she
show
wins.
should have had the Belly Buddies.
Yeah, she really should have had the buddies.
For old time's sake.
Yeah. Yeah, for old time's sake, should have done that. She's going face again. Have the buddies. She didn't. She had some people carrying her out on a sedan chair. I don't know. Bailey is a pharaoh now, I guess. Not Cody's dog.
You just get that.
Shithead dog. And Bailey wins. This was a match that happened 15 minutes and it was fine. It was good. Bad weekend for damage control.
Yeah, good, decent enough match.
New champion. Bailey's back on the top of the mountain. And points for everyone for that one. Of course.
Yay.
They announced that Backlash, not WrestleMania, it's just Backlash, is in Lyon.
I saw your tweet on this, and this is not a new bit of new news. You announced this about 2 months ago.
I didn't see it.
Yeah, they did.
I did say that's new. I will say then, it's not new as in it's news, but it's new in that they haven't done a PLE in France before.
Oh no, that is new. Yeah.
There you go. I'll change what I meant. But that's cool. They are spreading these pay-per-views out now.
They also announced they're doing, on a similar note, the first time they've done this as well, they're doing, I believe it's King and Queen of the Ring in Saudi. That's not new, they've done that before. But they're also doing SmackDown on it before, in Saudi.
Yep.
That bit's new, they've not done that before. They usually
Yeah.
tape it the week before. So yeah.
Is
Be
that back
interesting
in the beautiful city of Jeddah?
I think it might be.
Probably,
Oh,
yeah.
The other one.
Riyadh.
In Crown Jewel.
In the beautiful city of Crown Jewel.
But why Lyon? I mean, I get fuck Paris, but why not Paris? Why?
Well, I think
It's strange.
Paris has got other things to prepare for, I think, right now.
Oh,
They've got the
that's
Olympics.
very
Olympics,
racist joke I
yeah.
could have made there.
So yeah, and I imagine it's the same with any of these places now. I imagine probably why they're doing Clash of the Castle in Glasgow. I imagine they offer them
Glasgow.
more money than anywhere else.
Glasgow.
Glasgow, sorry. I imagine they offered more money than anywhere else.
Maybe.
That seems to be the thing now. If you want a pay-per-view, you give them money.
Yeah, that tends to help. The city pays them lots of money.
Plus, it does count. You see what they did with Australia a couple of months back, with basically an advert to the Australian Tourist Board. So it does kind of work in the opposite way, really. I imagine they must get quite a few people going, oh, let's go there. So there must be a method to people paying for things like that.
Yeah, apparently it does great for tourism.
Apparently, it did wonders for the Cardiff.
Cardiff,
kind of,
yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, big time. Apparently. Lyon, of course, is the headquarters of Interpol. So I don't know if that's got anything to do with it. According to Wikipedia, Lyon is considered a beta city. Ha! Beta.
Beta.
What the hell does that mean? A beta city?
Means that they're
Like,
not
one's
alpha.
quite ready yet.
That means, yeah, they are not alpha. They are. Yeah,
Not quite ready yet.
Alexa Bliss in that vignette as well, too, by the way.
Yeah, she was.
Oh yeah, what happened with her?
She got
She
pregnant.
had a baby.
Oh, that's right. That was a long-term injury, but well,
Well, 9 months.
it's not
you
what
know.
they usually
but
call
not-
it.
About 9 months, yeah.
Okay,
There was
they
pictures
had.
of her fairly recently that she was back in gym.
Oh.
So she could well be on for maybe Backlash.
Cool. They had Snoop Dogg come back out to announce the attendance figure, and who's going to say anything, I guess, but he changed the attendance figure. He, for the lulz, changed it from whatever it was, 114,500 and something, to 114,420, just because, I don't know, he's Snoop, what are you going to do?
When during the press conference, when Triple H did his bit where he does it all the time, they recap the attendance.
Yeah.
And he said the official attendance tonight was, he went, contrary to what Snoop, Snoop, sorry, contrary to what Snoop might think, and he read out the official number.
Yeah. And then they did the recap videos all throughout Raw last night. And when they got to that bit, they cut it off. They just said the attendance is 114,000. And then it went silent. So, yeah, this was another silly moment thanks to Snoop Dogg. Or Smoot Dogg, either way.
Snoop Dogg. It's called enough now. Snoop Dogg.
Time for the main event then. This is what we've all been waiting for this whole time.
Mm.
Cody Rhodes rises up through the floor wearing like a skull, spiky skull head. I don't know what it was, why he was doing that.
Yeah, apparently, I don't know why he did it, but apparently that was made by the same guy that made Bray Wyatt's mask.
It's not as cool.
No.
Ah, well. And Brandy was there.
To us?
Oh, sorry, it's WWE in it, so Eden Styles was there.
Eden Styles.
And both nights he used his original, his current whatever music, not the new downstate new metal crap.
Thank God they went there live as well.
So that's nice, and they went there live.
Speaking of music, I liked the slightly remixed version of Roman's theme. That was kind of good. They had more drums in it. I know they had live drums as well, didn't they? But
yeah,
it was sounded a lot more bassy as well. I kind of liked it. They released that one.
Yeah, it was pretty nice for remixes and whatnot.
Yep.
And also before that match started, and I think she got a little bit of credit last night, and she deserves it. Samantha Erwin did the amazing job, I thought.
Her introductions, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was another thing. They found someone who actually seems to care. Either that or she's a great actor.
No, I think she said a few times she was a fan years ago. When she was a kid, so
yeah,
it's kind of like her dream job to be doing that now.
She seems to really enjoy it.
Yeah, definitely. You could tell. We'll get to it in a minute, but what happened at the end, she was.
Yeah. Again, I'm sure this will be a thumbs up at some point, but it seems like everyone they've had for a long time in that kind of a role, the commentators, the ring announcers, and backstage interviewers and that, they would really beat the personality out of them and replace it with this guy's just a bit of a goof.
Yeah.
Like Tony Chimel, he is a bit of a goof. Like Michael Cole was a bit of a goof. Taz turned out to be a bit of a goof. Like, whoever they had backstage, Todd Phillips, and he was a bit of a goof. That was just the thing. All of the extra characters around, they were just funny guy. Just make fun of this guy. And now they've got people with like their own personalities, and they can act like actual people that care about stuff. That's nice.
You can tell just with Cole, they're letting Cole have more of a personality, and he's a lot more involved in things, and he's be a lot more passionate about what's going on.
Well, at the end, he just said, "I really love pro wrestling."
Yeah.
I thought, do you? Like all this time, I never really believed that. I thought you were just doing a job. I thought you just had a job that you could do. Yeah. And I never really believed that he actually liked what he was doing. But,
I think he kind of hinted himself because he said
he was on something quite recently, maybe on a McAfee show when he was on a few months ago, and he said, I don't remember what the exact reason was. I think it might have been McAfee actually. McAfee coming to do commentary. He said that sort of he was going through a bit of a lull in his, you know, job satisfaction. If he wasn't really
For
feeling
the last 20 years.
and he said bringing McAfee to the table, he said it sort of revitalised his love for things.
Mm.
And then obviously now since, I mean, I suppose it helps not having a Maniac show on night of 2 hours a night.
Really. So I don't know what to say about this one. This was what you'd expect. The Hardcore Rules tag match. We had Rhodes hits one Crossroads, and Jimmy Uso shows up. Jey Uso comes out to neutralize him. They roll off the edge of the stage. Fight some
He
more.
nearly missed that table. Did you see that? They were,
Yeah.
I don't know whether he was going too fast for him or what, but he only just about landed where he should have done.
They didn't take a second to look at where they were going.
No.
They just took him right off the edge. Fought a bit more. Cody hits two Crossroadses, and Solo comes out, and that was where Cena showed up. He was the second save, if I remember right.
I never saw Cena.
He's the man you can't see. And then they fought a bit more, and out comes The Rock, obviously. And
Final
who
boss.
do they have to neutralize The Rock? Undertaker's dong.
This was, I mean, it's a very minor point, but this was the only slight letdown. Because
He wasn't on the
you
truck.
could you could kind of see that should have been Austin.
Yeah.
It was all made. You know, you can hear the glass shattering, can't you? Really, and that would have been it. It was. I don't know what happened, whether he didn't want to or they couldn't get him or something. I don't know what the situation was, but
On the
you
upside,
can see that.
on the upside, Cole got to scream out, "Holy Christ!"
Yeah. That was pretty good.
Would it
Holy
have,
Christ.
if it had been Austin, would that pot have overshadowed Cody at all?
Maybe.
No, I don't think I would have done. I think seeing Austin give a stunner to The Rock one last time, I think that would have been great.
I agree.
And then you've had the Cody thing after it. I think that would have been perfect. It was pretty much perfect what we got, but I think that would have made it 100% perfect. I thought.
Sure. I just wonder if he would have been the pop that you would have had for, because even the Undertaker one was pretty big. People were
Oh yeah.
going crazy for Undertaker. I can only imagine what they would have done for Austin if that would have been bigger than the reaction for Cody. But I don't know. Maybe people got real emotional about Cody, so maybe it would have been fine anyway. We will have to get Stone Cold on this show next week and ask him all about it.
Where the hell were you, Steve?
So Undertaker takes out The Rock, and
I've seen quite a few people saying why take it? Take it didn't make much sense in terms of the story. I mean, Austin
He's right.
made a great deal of sense, really. But
I mean, they're right.
well, you say that. I don't know if you want to throw this up. But there's a tweet I seen yesterday. Taker's got a lot of history
ages ago.
with that family. No, the family in general. Taker's got a lot of history with the Samoans. So, you know, you could just kind
It's
of,
kind of a weird left turn, yeah.
you could kind of, there's some explanation to it. Plus, if you think about it, Reigns beat him at Mania. So maybe he wants to get a bit of revenge on Reigns. Heyman was behind Lesnar, costing him a streak.
Yeah.
That's true. Reigns did claim this is my yard now.
Mhm.
Yeah.
So, initially when you first look at it, you think, why is he doing it? But if you think about it and you twist history as much as you possibly can,
It's
You can-
wrestling. Everyone's had some kind of history
exactly.
with everyone else, and you can find something. Undertaker and Brock worked together a lot in the Attitude Era.
Yeah.
They were tag champions at one point.
right?
Reigns gets back in, and out comes the Shield. Not Dean Goddamn Ambrose, but Seth Rollins in full Shield gear
This
with
made-
bleached hair.
This made less sense than Undertaker to me.
I don't know,
Ah,
you
this
know,
was
because
perfect.
yeah,
This was
'cause
great.
this is going back 10 years to when he turned on the Shield.
Okay, but he didn't need to like bust out the attire for it.
Yeah, he did. So
No, he didn't.
This is, no, of course he did. He absolutely did. There's a great thread about it on Twitter somewhere, all about exactly this, and little things they've done throughout.
Yeah.
Ever since that breakup. Seth Rollins had a match against Roman. One of his first, I think, defenses was against Seth, and he came out in the Shield gear. And there's a whole thing about Roman's heel turn and the breakup from the Shield that he never quite got over, and the heel turn now coming from resentment over his run as top face not being accepted by the fans, and he kind of blames everyone, and he's gone a
Jesus.
bit crazy, and he's this guy now. But all throughout, there's been this this resentment about the Shield and about Seth
Yeah.
Rollins. And then for this feud, Seth Rollins said specifically, "I am the only man who can help you out, Cody. I will be your Shield."
Yeah.
I'll see if I can find the thread here. But it
Oh
was
God.
Didn't
Very-
Roman say something a long time ago that he never wanted the Shield to split up?
yeah, he did.
In legit, no, not just storyline, he never wanted them to split up. So he
It would-
wasn't happy with that the way
It
that
would have
went
been
down.
their version of New Day.
Yeah.
Oh God.
There you
Oh,
go.
my God.
So there's
That's
the chair in the back. There's the Sami Zayn chair in the back as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Seth is the architect of the Shield. No one can get under Roman's skin like his former friend. Yeah. That one where he offered the fist bump.
Golly. Okay.
Yeah, no, there was a lot of good callbacks, I thought, with that.
Yeah.
It did all make sense. One good little bit I thought was just before we get to the finish. When Roman hit Cody with was it the Crossroads? He used
Yeah,
it was
the
his own
first
move
one.
anyway. Yeah.
Yeah, Reigns stole it. Took-
He kicked out straight away. He just started laughing. He went, "No one kicks out of this. It's quite a stupid move."
Yeah.
He said, like, this move doesn't beat anyone. I just wanted
This
to
move
rub his
sucks.
face in it or something. It's just
Yeah.
like, yeah, no one's gonna lose to this. And then again, Cody hit one and he got cut off. He hit two and then he got cut off, and finally he hits the three.
Yeah.
And that was the final.
That was it.
One
Story is
crossroads,
finished.
not- his finisher is 3 crossroadses. It's not just one. You don't win with one. You have to hit 3. Like 3 amigos.
Uh-huh.
And he finally does it. He ends his story. And everyone gets all emotional about it. We get points. Will, for some reason, you thought Reigns was going to retain again, which would have been the best troll job,
Yeah.
but unfortunately not. Cody wins. All the baby faces come out, lift him on the shoulders, and we all have a good old cry about it. It's a hell of a moment. And then they
Yeah,
just
it
keep going. This went on for I don't know, it was
It
20
was
minutes
quite
or
a
something.
while,
They just
yeah.
lingered on him.
To the point Cody brought out Bruce Pritchard for some reason. And I was like, no.
He wanted Bruce Pritchard out there and Triple H, who did come out. And yeah, it was cool.
It was a good moment. Yeah, it was that we mentioned it briefly before with the Samantha there and
Mhm.
crying as she's announcing it. That was
Yeah.
kind of good. Cole looked quite emotional as well. He went over and hugged him, didn't he?
Yeah.
Um,
Oh yeah, he went, yeah.
Cole told him we loved him. Okay.
He did.
One thing I did notice, I think I got a screenshot of it on my Twitter. Yeah, right at the end, just as he's walking off, he goes over to the corner and he hugs Nick Khan right on the corner.
Yeah, Nick Khan did not look happy.
He looked, he don't know what was wrong with him, but he looked like he just, don't know.
It's because Bruce Pritchard was
It's done
out
him or
there.
something.
He's about to blow
So
the
what
entire
was-
cover. Yeah.
There's the my tweet from it, but yeah, he did. Everyone else is like, proper happy for him, and they face on him. Like, he must be a Roman fan. He did not look happy at all.
Yeah, because Bruce was out there, and according to Rhonda, Bruce is Vince's surrogate.
Yeah, I mean, I've not read the full situation, but yeah, there's a lot of people said that he's kind of implicated, isn't he, with what happened? So
That and
it's a bit of an
also
odd choice.
him and Steph are named in that lawsuit or whatever.
I think a lot of people pointed out though this Stephanie's a bit different because I think she basically made their feelings clear, didn't she, when she basically left the company, didn't she?
Yeah.
So soon as he came back, she was away I'm out. So, and by all accounts, I mean obviously no one knows the full story, but she's completely cut ties with Vince. From what I've read, it just doesn't speak.
Dude,
to him
everybody
at all.
has.
I believe it.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but it's a bit more when it's your daughter, isn't it? You'd think she's still probably.
They had this stitched
Oh.
together Howard Finkel saying "Welcome to WrestleMania."
Well, they don't do that anymore now because they got Triple H doing it.
yeah.
Well, yeah, but
Use
I
him-
mean,
use
in
him
the
for-
meantime,
But yeah, apparently
there's
Shane's
another-
the same. Shane's had nothing to do with him since. So
There was
Yeah.
another interesting guest in the ring there. I don't know if you saw this one. I've never seen Hook looking so happy.
that's not Hook.
That's not Hook?
No, it's not Hook.
Oh,
Good
who
lord.
is it then? That's definitely Hook.
It's not Hook.
That's Hook next to Mama Rhodes.
No.
I don't
there's
know
a
who it
nice
is.
clip of when all that was happening. Don't know if you noticed. Seth Rollins was still out on the floor after his,
Yeah, he needed
Yeah.
assistance.
and he needed help. Yeah, I don't know if he's legit injured or what,
yeah.
but it didn't look very.
Mhm.
But there's a little clip I'm trying to find it for you now. Where he basically waits, even though he's injured. I mean, he could have got help before all that, but he waited around to congratulate Cody.
Mm-hmm.
There it is there actually. There you go. Jay and Kevin Owens, Sami Zayn all helped him up.
Good old handshake.
Yep.
Yeah. He even said when Rollins lost to McIntyre, he said to Drew, "You fucking deserve it."
Yeah.
And then he lost it.
Wouldn't be surprised if we
he lost it
he lost
immediately
it.
after.
It wouldn't be surprised if we saw him disappear for a little bit now. Take a couple of months off maybe.
Oh god, yeah.
Even if he's not injured, I think he probably deserves a bit of time off anyway.
Yeah, going 0-2 at WrestleMania in one weekend's not an easy job. More ways than one. Alright, let's wrap this up. We're running out of time. We've been yapping for about 2 hours now.
They did also have Ricky Starks up in one of the skyboxes going a bit crazy for
There was a few there.
yeah.
Goldust was there. There was obviously he'd be there.
Well, yeah.
Yeah.
There's a few of them. He was in the skybox with Ricky Starks in the photo.
Sure. Cool. Nice. So yeah, what are we? Oh yeah, right. We need the points, don't we? Never made it to the points.
Oh, shoot.
So-
Sorry. Didn't know that was a video.
It's fine. You won't get copyrighted for that. It's just Ricky Starks being happy. Yeah. He says yeah.
WrestleMania spoiler. Okay, let's see. Gotcha.
Yeah. It's been more than a day. You're right now.
One thing I've
So-
just seen a tweet there, someone mentioned just before that match started, there was a small promo with Heyman was backstage, and he said the winner's going to be WWE champion and the loser goes home with Brandy. I'd be quite happy to lose that match, to be honest with
Yeah. Well, really. So at the end of that night, Smoot, Will, you both had 4 points out of a possible 6. Beans got 5 and I got this. Pretty good, I think. At the end of the whole year, I don't know how many this was out of. Oh man, that sucks. Doesn't matter. Oh man, you joint third place, Smoot and Will, 50 points. Beans ahead on 55, and I'm way out ahead on 62. But doesn't matter. A win's a win. And that's it for another year. Another year of predictions in the
Indeed.
books. We also predicted some slammies.
Oh god, dude.
Oh, we did, yeah.
Yeah. I don't have the whole list of nominees, but and they added some as well. They added another 4 slammies on the end that we didn't
Did they
get to
really?
predict about. Yeah, so. Breakout Star of the Year, LA Knight. We all got that. Social Star of the Year was Drew McIntyre, so points for you two, not for me. I thought it would be Logan Paul. OMG
Hall of Fame.
moment of the year was the Punk return. Match of the year was Charlotte and Rhea, so that's a point for me. You guys both went for Bunny and Priest, Bad Bunny. NXT, whoever, Superstar of the year was Tiffany Stratton, not Bron Breakker. So that's a point for Will. Rivalry of the year was Reigns and Rhodes, we all got that. Faction was Judgment Day, that's a point for Will. Return of the year, of course, was CM Punk. Entrance, best entrance of the year. Not Dominic Mysterio coming out of the prison van. Not The Rock, believe it or not. It was Cody Rhodes. I don't really get that. Male of the year was Cody, not Winter, as Will thought, and female was Rhea. So basically, at the end of that, we predicted 11. Me and Smoot both got 7. Will got 9. Hell of a predictor.
Hey.
So good going there.
All
Where
right.
we,
And that's
we,
it.
we doing some thumbs?
You want to get back to that?
Well, I think we should probably. Oh, unless we want to do the anything from Raw. Anything stands out from Raw.
There was nothing. It was nice to have the Raw After Mania feel back. I thought.
Mm.
It felt like a different show to last year's.
For me, it kind of fizzled
Big
out
show.
after the first hour, though.
It did a little bit, yeah. There was a bit of that.
I was
but
kind of hoping for something big. There was no MJF.
Fuck!
You guys hyped me up on MJF.
Dude, if it's not going to be after Mania, he's probably going back to AEW.
Yeah, that's what
I didn't really think he was ever turning up anyway, but I thought it would have been cool if he did. But I think he was always going back to AEW.
That's what I thought, but I wanted to believe.
I still believe, but I don't know.
At the end of that promo with Cody, and then Brock comes out and they hold each other's belts. I'll hold mine if I can hold you. Yeah, you can hold mine.
Yeah, I'm all about.
That whole thing was a bit weird. So they held each other's belts for a bit. And at the end, Brock hands Cody something. Which Cody puts in his pocket.
Yeah.
Says,
There's
you
I've
don't
seen
need
quite a
to
few
look at
people.
that to know what it is.
I've seen quite a few people say this because obviously Twitter was like, "What is it? What could it be?"
Yeah.
I've
a
seen
lot of people saying it's
there's
going to be MJF's diamond ring. But people say it's MJF's diamond ring. Brock has hired MJF to take out Cody.
That'd be funny.
I've
I thought
seen
they-
a good.
a good funny ones I've seen was one of them was a cinema ticket to see Black Adam.
Don't break my heart again.
And
Show up and see it.
the best one I've seen, which they could tell into a story if they wanted to. The best one I've seen was it was a lighter. And
Yeah,
it's gonna come out that he set fire to his bus.
could be.
Fuck that!
Could be. I don't know why. I thought it's got to be a Hall of Fame ring. Maybe Rocky Johnson's. I don't know why he would have Dusty's. So maybe it's Rocky Johnson's Hall of Fame ring. I don't know why he would give it to him. But that's
Yeah.
you know.
Yeah, I don't know.
Fuck him.
What, Rocky Johnson? You wouldn't say that.
You wouldn't say that. I'm just fucking.
And I think maybe the best theory I've heard, not Austin theory, was that it could have been one of the beads from Roman's, that necklace deal that he wears.
Oh yeah.
As if to say, you're the new tribal chief now.
Pretty cool.
It looks like the building to maybe Cody Rock next year, though.
Fuck that!
You think it's going to be the whole year?
I think so, yeah. 'Cause,
I mean, they did that
Like he-
for twice in a lifetime.
well, I mean,
They did.
given what happened that Mania, there's some people saying we could have thrice in a lifetime.
Yeah.
We had that rumor.
I mean, I joked about
No
it.
need,
but,
no need to go back to that. There's
Um,
SummerSlam too. They could, and
SummerSlam,
we
yeah.
still haven't had Rock and Roman. Surely they're doing that.
You'd think so, wouldn't you?
Surely they'll do that. They could have Rock and Cody at SummerSlam and then Roman at Mania. I don't know. Guess we'll see.
But yeah, it was nice to not have Raw being crap like it was last year. And Vince rewrote it. Looks like he's well, we know he's finally gone. Not for that. Yeah, but other than that, we've got Jay won the number one contenders match, didn't he?
Yeah, so it looked like it was going to be Drew. That was the obvious one.
Yeah.
In a different era, it probably would have been Drew. But as Drew was about to hit the Claymore, CM Punk showed up from under the ring and grabbed his leg and distracted him, and Jay's getting the spot instead. So we've got, instead of Rollins and McIntyre, or McIntyre and Punk, or whatever that we would have expected for Backlash, we've got Damian Priest and Jey Uso.
Mm.
Totally different. New era.
yeah.
We also had Ilya Dragunov getting a call up, and
He did.
Roxanne
Although I
Perez
don't think,
made an
I'm
appearance.
not sure it's a actual. Well, they did it with Kevin Owens, didn't they? I suppose. Is it a full call up? Because he's still champion, isn't he? So.
He is champion. They said that he's going to be part of the draft, which is coming up soon. So that'll probably
Yes,
be the
mentioned.
real call up. But this is a little preview.
Yeah, that was one of the biggest stories. They announced the draft going to be the end of the month, 26th. Starts. Which a few people pointed out, it's going to be a bit weird if everyone's eligible for the draft, which you think they would be. You've got the likes of Jake Cargill, who just signed for SmackDown last week,
Yeah.
and Braun Breaker, who did the same week before. So
Oh, the big
You'd
three
be-
could be split up in their
Fuck
prime.
that!
if Nick Aldis has signed all these contracts and they'll go to Raw, he's going to look quite the fool.
Fuck him.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, I think that is about it, really. Oh, one thing we've not mentioned very quickly was the new intro,
Yeah, the
the new
Astral,
WWE signature.
then now forever
Which look-
together.
Looked very Marvel-like to me, I think.
With no Vince.
No Vince.
Yeah, they really been wanting, man.
Well,
There's,
yeah.
I
That's happened.
don't know what the full story is. Obviously, we don't think we'll ever know. But during the press conference, Triple H made mention of Stephanie being back on. and he said something about she's been through a lot of stuff the last couple of months, and it's good to see her back where she belongs. So I don't know whether maybe she's got new music, so she's got new music, so maybe that's a sign she's going to be sticking around for a bit.
Maybe it depends on what the lawsuit has against her. Maybe if they tag her as like a co-conspirator or something like that to Vince or whatever. But she was vocal on not having Vince back on the board, so...
Well, yeah.
We'll see what happens. Yeah, I don't know.
I think that's why I've seen a lot of people say, you know, why are they bringing her back into the fold? Because, you know, she's a few people got it totally wrong. It says she's implicated in this lawsuit. But you know, yeah, like you say, I think she showed it what she thought of it, but by what she said, you know, she didn't want him on the board, and then she left completely when he came back. That shows you where she stands on it, I think.
Mm-hmm.
Also, I'm just watching this intro now. I've got it on the screen here. A little bit of the old Dynamite feel to it. With all the colours flashing about.
Crazy how... you know what? Here, that leads us into my thumbs up for the week. After night one, it was announced on Collision at like midnight or whatever.
Collision.
AEW finally airing the footage from All In.
Yeah.
This is gonna be crazy. This.
Easily a thumbs down for next week if it's not the legit thing.
Apparently, he said today, didn't he? He did an interview today with Sports Illustrated and said it is going to be the real footage.
Yeah, Alvarez, Sean Ross Sapp have all doubled down and said that this is like not a bait and switch, it's the real thing. So we're going to see Punk put like the shittiest headlock on Jack Perry, who's probably going to escape from it. Who's probably going to slump down to get out of it, and then Samoa Joe's going to come in and be like, hurry, knock it off, or whatever.
Well, I did see a rumour that apparently it doesn't make Punk look very good.
Okay. Like he even said in the Helwani interview that, you know, he wasn't a great MMA fighter, he just wanted to do it for the sake of doing it.
Yeah.
Kind of like with Dave Bautista, like when, you know, he beat up a tomato can or whatever in Bellator, and he's like 1-0, and he just wanted to do it for the sake of doing it.
Yeah.
So
It'll be interesting to see what it actually shows.
CM Punk being bad at MMA is not really like the own that AEW is going to try to put on here, I gotta tell you.
No.
And like, if it doesn't show, like, apparently it's not going to show Tony Khan's quote-unquote life being threatened or endangered. So that's already, like, shooting Tony Khan in the foot right out of the gate here.
Yeah, a few people have said as well, but how, you know, okay, it's going to get people, the internet's interested in it, because obviously we all like a bit of controversy. But how does this really help AEW in the future?
Nobody looks good from this. Nobody.
Exactly.
Tony Khan's just showing how petty he can be. I mean, this would have been great, like, immediately after they fired Punk. When he was, like, a free agent. Because he had no compete. So, if you really wanted to, you know, slander him, like, the week of that Dynamite where, you know, like, they had to vacate the title again or whatever the fuck. That would have been the time to do it. Not, like, nearly a year afterwards. Like, it makes no fucking sense on the timing of this. And he's coming out spiteful because, you know, Punk had some very poignant things to say during the Helwani interview that, you know, it has some legs to grow because Tony Khan does seem like a nice guy, but he doesn't seem that great of a business dude. You know, the matches are great, but the buildings aren't getting the people, you know, to watch him for whatever reason. You have all these great signees, but people don't seem to care, or you're not growing your overall viewer count. I mean, Like like I said, Punk has some valid points here, and I don't think the footage is going to help him out. The Bucks aren't going to look great coming out of this. Jack Perry's probably going to look like a goof. The company as a whole is just, I don't know. It's very disappointing. The whole thing is disappointing.
Silly.
Yeah. But I'm excited to see what footage is going to be aired. And if it's not the real thing, next week, the next show that we do, I will make sure in the thumbs down box it's going to be the all-in footage is not what it is. I personally want to see Brawl Out. There's got to be some sort of security footage for that in the locker room area.
I was in a private dressing room though. I
can't see them being much about that.
I haven't heard anything about there being footage of it.
Yeah, that's the juicy stuff. Because if you have a dog that's signed into an NDA, come on.
Larry's not talking.
Anyway. But yeah, that was something during Mania. I guess Cody winning the belt could be a thumbs up for, if this has to be like a WrestleMania themed one, whatever.
Yeah, whatever.
What do you have? And then we can get out of here.
The obvious is, again, we've talked about it a little bit before, the new era, but this definitely feels like it's the start of a new era. If you remember the tagline of WrestleMania 20 all those years ago. No? No one remembers the tagline of WrestleMania 20?
Where it all begins again.
Where it all begins, again. This definitely feels like this is where it all begins again.
Well, it might be 21.
You know what, I'd like people to actually take notice of that as well. I know quite a few people who haven't watched WWE for years because, like yourselves, you just fall out of it, don't you? Especially when it went through the last 10 years where it was really hard to watch, like you say, yeah.
Yeah, I'm kind of there.
And then you tell people now, in the last year or so, say, you should give it a go, it has changed, it is a lot different.
Yeah.
It really has, yeah.
They either won't do it because they're stuck in the ways, or the worst thing, I did put a tweet out about this during the week, they form their opinion on other people's opinions, what they say on Twitter and stuff, and they just won't watch it. And it's just like, okay, you can. There's a counter argument that you say, well, maybe, it's they won't watch it because it's not as good. But just watch it and give it a go. Make your own opinion. Anyway,
no, people don't do that.
It's me off my soapbox.
Social media's for to tell you how you're supposed to think about things. Right?
Exactly.
Yeah, so new era, the Triple H era, whatever you want to call it. That's my thumbs up. But it feels like they're really stamped down this weekend. They've replaced the Vince McMahon Welcome to WrestleMania with the Triple H Welcome to WrestleMania. They've ended this epic reign of Vince's handpicked guy and put it on a new guy who is now, new face of the company.
Yeah.
There's a lot of kind of ends of things and new starts, and it's a really good time for it, given that so much of the roster has now been through Triple H's NXT training.
Oops.
So like they're all his guys. That's cool, and the whole feel of WrestleMania, much like we talked about a couple of weeks ago with the CM Punk promo with Drew McIntyre and Seth Rollins, felt like they were finally allowed just to do their own thing a little bit. Snoop Dogg was definitely allowed to do his own thing. There was no scripting there. Or if there was, he didn't read it. And I also got the impression I've got no, I don't know, I don't have any scoops like you guys, but I kind of get the feeling that these guys are allowed to do their own thing a little bit more, and there's an understanding that they're not going to be punished for it. Yeah. Like, I don't think anyone was complaining to Pat McAfee for saying shit too many times, or telling The Rock that he can't say all the things that he says. Or,
Fuck that!
I don't think Snoop Dogg's going to be blackballed now from the company because he misread the number. You know what I mean? It seems a lot looser.
Well, he mentioned it before, but Triple H said it in the press conference. He said when he started Mania, when it went on the air, he gave out a message across to on his headset to everyone have a good show and that kind of thing. And he said the last thing he said as they got on air, he said, "Let's have some fun."
Yeah.
And he said that's that's what he's trying to do. He said, if we're having fun, then it comes across on TV, and people watching it will have fun.
Yeah.
It does, and you can't script fun.
So what's your thumbs up, Chucks?
It's the Triple H era. Let's just call it the Triple H era. That's the easy way of saying it. There was the stuff with Kevin Owens picking up Randy Orton in the truck.
Yeah.
That was fun, and everyone's going to do fun slightly differently. It felt like that was how it was in the Attitude Era, where Edge and Christian were doing goofy stuff, but that was the stuff that they found funny. No one was writing that for them. And I'm sure The Rock, he had his writer and whatever, but that was coming from The Rock. And there was times where Chris Jericho would ad-lib out there, and Austin would, and whatever. Everyone had their own voices and was doing fun in their different ways, and people get over, and it's... Because Triple H is from that era, I feel like this is much more likely than since then. This could be the closest thing to that. A quick thumbs down. Oh man, it's not going to be a quick thumbs down. I'll try and make it a quick thumbs down. Back in the day when WCW was down, mid-90s, and they went to Eric Bischoff to try and save things, Eric Bischoff's plan was to do what WWF wasn't doing. WWF is very focused on the kids, on the family stuff. There's all cartoony characters and that. Eric Bischoff said, we're going to do edgier and more adult stuff, and it worked. They attracted a different audience. The idea being, we can't compete with what they do. They're too good at it, and they've been doing it for too long. Everyone knows them. They don't know us. We can't play their game and win. We have to play a different game. When WWE caught up with that, did the Attitude stuff, they just wiped the floor with WCW. And now I feel like AEW has been set up as the competition, the guys doing the things that WWE isn't doing. Now, if WWE is starting to do that stuff, that is really bad for AEW. Their identity is like the other guys, the guys doing the stuff that you really wanted to see. I don't know that they can still be that. Their niche market is now the market. You know what I mean?
Yeah. So
it's gonna be
what do
difficult.
you want me to type here?
AEW's future. AEW's future uncertain, something like that. Given this new turn, this new era for WWE, I don't really know where AEW fits in.
Because, again, I'm with Punk on... it was branded that AEW is an alternative to WWE, and now it's
right.
like AEW's doing everything WWE's doing in a weird copycat. Not copycat's not really the right word, but a lot of the hallmarks they're trying to mimic, like the way the titles are presented, the graphic, the
kinda, yeah.
The announce table's position at ringside, just little things, little production things like that, and it's just can't y'all just do your own thing,
Well, and this is the other parallels with WCW that I want to bring up. I don't think it was Vince Russo that killed WCW. He was a problem, not the problem. The problem was that the inmates were running the asylum. There was no guy there to say, this is how things are done. Be professional. Stop pulling this shit. You're either in or you're out. You have fun, do your thing, whatever. But there's a buck stop somewhere, right?
Punk telling
they didn't
Tony
have
Khan,
the Vince
handle it
character.
or I will, and you're not going to like the way I handle it.
Something like that.
Yeah.
And even during the Attitude Era, Vince was still that guy. He was not trying to be friendly with the guys in the locker room, and he wasn't worried about. There was no star. Even Steve Austin, when he had disagreed with the decision to have Lesnar go over, he walked out, and that was it. Because he knew that he couldn't hold the company ransom or anything like that. It was just either you're in or you're out. You're doing what we're asking you to do, or you're gone. WCW, they were giving the book to Kevin Nash and stuff. They were having all sorts of problems backstage, keeping people in line. And this is kind of how I see it now. You know that even if Triple H is saying, let's have some fun, let's give you some more freedom or whatever, he's still the boss. Right. And Tony Khan, I don't know if he's that guy. I think he's much more likely to let the butts go a little bit too far, or let his favorite, whoever it is, We'll see, I guess, but I think there's a structure to WWE that gives them a much better chance, I guess, of success. Not getting in their own way. We'll see.
Yeah, I don't know. We'll see what happens.
We will see.
Why do you have this image of Sam Roberts queued up for the entirety of the show, Will?
Oh yeah, sorry. It wasn't. I can't remember what the first thing was now.
Great. Great.
It was a graphics thing. I can't remember. It'll come back to me.
Well, we're running out of time.
Too late.
I'll mention it next week.
Okay.
It wasn't a huge point. It was a minor thing.
Alrighty. I guess that's everything. Oh yeah, Cody Rhodes trying to. He was on Ariel Helwani's MMA Hour, and like he kept trying to brand the new era the Renaissance era. I was like, no,
Yeah.
we're not calling it that. So, yeah, that's your thumbs up, thumbs down. Anything else before we get out of here?
No, I think that's gone long enough. We're nearly at 4.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's almost 2.5 hours here that we've been going on.
It's WrestleMania 1. It's going to be long.
Yeah. Are we doing one on the weekend? Please say no. Because the only thing that really that there's anything to talk about would probably be whatever AEW is doing with this footage.
Yeah.
And that can wait next week, and people are going to be sour about it. So.
Yeah, I suppose if there's not much about them, yeah, we can leave it a week.
Alrighty. Well, we'll be back on whenever. If not this weekend, probably next weekend. So mark your calendars down for that. We'll be back. What is that? That might be before Dynasty. That might be the Dynasty Go Home.
It
week.
would actually, yeah, 2 weeks. Yeah.
Huh. Alright. So that sounds good. Catch you then. Like, comment, subscribe on whatever platform you're listening to us from. You know what to do. And we'll see you then. Take care, everybody. Good night.